5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Play Mike Nick. This one to do is get behind batting. So now we'll have to work the field play. One in the play. That is a long point. It's still falling, going in it, gone. Yankees number 50. Deep right. He joins the 3,000 hit club with a home run. He's done it. He has done it. 62. Judge.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jet Stream. I got my Yankee background back after the bet was paid when we lost to the Red Sox, and I had to have a Red Sox background for a day. And then yesterday was a day game during the week, so it's really wasn't going to do that one. But we're back. The Yankees hell froze over, and the Yankees got some hits and scored some runs finally, and they got the win yesterday after a 6-game losing streak. But they got just enough and eked out a win yesterday. Today on the mound, we got the ace going. Max Fried comes in with a 1.89 ERA, facing a Baltimore Orioles team that is seemingly shorthanded because 4 of their best players are on the bench for some odd reason. Pretty crazy playing the Yankees and you in the first game of a series and you bench 4 of your starters. That's a little crazy. But needless to say. What's up? Addy in the house. What's up, brother? Addy, we got to win. Hold on a second. What do I do here? Yankees finally got to win, Addy. Get this game going. And we got Luke Weaver back from injury too, so we have some help in the bullpen. Should have done this. Oh, we almost picked this kid off, Jackson Holiday. Matt Holiday's son. Will pop the link in the chat for any of the homies. Oof, damn, he almost had him. Almost picked this kid off first base. Fouled away, 1-1 count. Jackson Holiday led the game off with a single, followed by a flyout in Jordan Westburg. The rest of the lineup is Ramon Laureano hitting third. Urias, Cowser, Sanchez. Gary Sanchez back in the Bronx. Mayo at first, Carlson at left, and Vasquez at short. Gary Sanchez back in the Bronx as a Baltimore Oriole. That's fun. Adam Hamari behind the plate. He's hitter-friendly, calls fewer outside strikes. He's in his 13th season. I like the hitter-friendly umpires, but I just want them to get the calls right one way or the other. I don't really – they shouldn't have tendencies, right? When they have umpire tendencies, that's an admission that they're flawed because there is a box. It's a strike zone, an established strike zone They're just saying this is how he gets it wrong. He's hitter friendly. He calls pitches balls that shouldn't be ball. That should be called strikes. That's essentially what they're saying. There's a 1-out walk to Laureano, so Orioles are gonna have first and second with 1 down. It's gonna bring up Urias, comes in hitting 266. But you guys know what I mean by that? Like when you tell me that an umpire has tendencies, it's just an admission that they don't follow the established strike zone. Yankees come into the game at 43-31. Wow, they're still 12 games over 500, even with that 6-game losing streak. Baltimore comes in 10 games under 500 at 32-42. Max Fried's pitching, so their star catcher all of a sudden developed abdominal tightness, so that's why he's not playing. Goal story, Rutschman, lefty on lefty. So they're saying the Orioles are on a bit of a hot streak in their last 25 games, winning 16 of them. Wouldn't call that a hot streak. Say you're above average in the last 25 games. There's a foul ball. So bad this year. So much expected about that he's the one who took the hit. Yeah. The pitching staff. Max Fried's got an unusually higher pitch count here early on in the first. I feel like this is their B team. I mean, looking at their Holiday, their batting average 256, Westberg 236, Laureano 272, Urias 266. Then it's like downhill from there. It's like the Yankees lineup 210, 171, 174, 264. A guy hitting 0. I guess he's a minor league call up. Maybe it's he's hitless in a game or two. I mean, who knows? Bellinger is our only starter on the bench today. So 2-2 on Arias, first and second, 1 man out. Yankees first and 3 over the weekend here in the stadium. There's a strike. Count goes full. And it fouled away. Wow, they sent the runners too. Damn, I got something in my eye, just like that batter did. Oh, my eyelashes are shedding or something like that. Falling apart over here, huh? Popped up. Steepest doesn't play. Wells back there. Looks like he's going to get there. Makes the catch. 2 down. Big out. So how's everybody in the chat doing today? How was your days? Colton Cowser. I feel like I remember this guy from a few years ago, like having a hot streak. But he wasn't. Was he on the Orioles? Well, he's back either way. Max Fried, career 34 pickoffs, the best in Major League since 2017 when he was a rookie. All right. Very Andy Pettit-like. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Two and one. Oh, hit him right in the back to load the bases. 95-mile-an-hour sinker right in the upper right shoulder, but he caught him in the back of the shoulder. Right under it, actually. Gary Sanchez hit a grand slam last weekend. He's going to get an opportunity to do the same. And so far this season for the Orioles, in 16 games, Gary's hitting 171 with 2 homers and 9 RBIs. 4 of them came on one swing. How is he hitting 171? What happened to that guy? So, wow, Max Fried's hit 2 batters here in the inning. It's been wild. Why are you getting so cute, bro? Stop getting cute. Looks like he ain't got that curveball. Base hit. Third baseman barely moved. Fucking what? That's all right. Okay. All right. Tomoyuki Sugano on the mound for the Orioles. 5-4 record. Comes with 3.38 ERA. Wow, he looks like Masahiro Tanaka. He looks just like Tanaka. That's crazy. He looks just like, I can't believe that. Three and one count. What's up, Mets?
Before you say anything, Murdog, you think you've got bad? At least you guys won a game over the last week. Mets haven't won any because half the time it's due to poor offensive discipline at the plate, and the other half due to Mendoza's moronic pitcher gambling.
Oh, he's still gambling?
Think about it. Tuesday night, David 4-1 up on Atlanta. Instead of pulling Peterson at the starting inning, you take him out after the leadoff walk. He leads him in, gives up another hit, and then you have Alvarez forcing Garrett to throw the splitter with the bags loaded against Ozuna instead of the fastball. Four-seamer gives up the game-time double, and then bonehead move on the base pads, double play, but it basically the domino effect starts by not taking Peterson out sooner. And then last night, 1-1 game, Clay Holmes has over 100 pitches on his ledger. Instead of taking him out, you leave him in to walk in essentially the game-winning run in the fifth. And tonight, instead of Justin Hongerman, who you're supposed to use tonight, he used last night, he calls up Blake Tidwell, and he went off on him when they threw him out there against St. Louis last month. All this started because Mendoza cannot break the gambling habit. He's a dog, and like a dog, he needs to. You're only going to get him to respond to discipline.
So let me ask you a question. Has there been a Mets manager that you have liked?
Bobby Valentine.
That's it? But you liked him?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. At least you liked at least one guy. Paul Goldschmidt walks in a 9-pitch at bat.
Maybe Terry Collins, too.
Really? I never liked Terry.
Why not?
Liked Terry. Just never did. He was in Texas, too. He was with Houston, right?
Briefly, but I thought most of his career was in Anaheim.
Was it? I thought it was I could be wrong. I mean, Mike Scioscia was the manager in Anaheim for a very long time.
I mean, he was like a base coach, and he was like an assistant coach or something in Anaheim. Let me look it up.
I feel like he was the manager of the Astros.
Okay, he did manage the Astros from 94 to 96.
Okay.
97 to 99 with the Angels.
Head the manager or assistant?
Manager.
Okay.
Then he spent 2006 to 2009 in the minors with the Oryx Buffaloes, the Hanshin Tigers.
Oh, wow, that's Japan.
And then he went to the China national base, manager of the Chinese national team in the 2009 WBC. Then he joined the Duluth Huskies of the Northwoods League. And then in 2011, he joined the Mets and then hang it up in 2017.
Okay. So we were both right.
And he's been now he's working for Miami as a baseball consultant.
Okay. Judge lifts on the center field. It's going to bloop in for a base hit.
Did you see the hot dogs?
I ate them.
Ow.
But hold on a second. Hey,
Hi, Papa Dog.
There's 3 left.
Did you make them?
No,
You should have made all of them.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow's another day.
Tomorrow's another day. Got pork chops tomorrow.
Yeah, you got
My brother's chefing it up here for the week.
And then
I
we're having eggplant rollatini tonight.
Yeah, I know. She told me.
That's dope.
Oh, Mike, thanks. Cheers.
I made tornado the other day.
You should talk to my brother. My brother's basically a chef.
So
He's gonna retire. He's gonna retire from his job and start a food company.
So is mine. He runs a small catering business on the side.
Can he cook, or does he just have the business, or he's actually like the chef?
He does all 3.
Okay, nice. That's good. Like, I mean, I always said like I'm a really good cook. You know.
Ran my older half sister
He's great.
also runs her own little freelance bakery at home.
Dust back
But she
around.
doesn't have, though she's doing it without a license, to be honest.
I would just don't tell her. Don't
count
you
the
rat.
Chisholm.
What's that?
Everyone count the Chisholm. Sugano's in trouble early.
18 pitches, no outs.
Only 7 strikes.
Let's go, Jazz.
Line drive to left. I don't know what the hell is wrong with the with the field app on MLB game day, but he does get a run. But it's a hard line drive that moves everyone up only 1 base, so the lead.
There he goes. Loops a single into left center. 1 run's going to score. Yankees get one back. So through 19 pitches, Yankees have loaded the bases. Yankees. So check this out. On 19 pitches, right? No outs. So Paul Goldschmidt led off the game with a 9-pitch at bat for a walk. That's huge. You make the guy throw 9 pitches and you still get on base, and then you're leading off the game. That's great. Followed by a walk to Grisham, a single to Judge, and a single to Jazz. Oh, I can't believe he's hitting 4th. But
it was a cutter low out they got a piece of.
We're out there to calm him down. Oh, wrong one.
Shame I wouldn't. If this was the MLB.TV free game tonight, I wouldn't be able to watch it anyway with you. Watch it.
Wait, say it again?
If this game was MLB.TV's free game tonight, I wouldn't be able to watch it regardless.
Why not?
I'm region locked. I live close to Baltimore. My area is within the
Really?
broadcasting range.
Oh, gotcha. Even though it's in the Bronx?
No, I'm outside Charlotte.
I know where you are. I mean, even though the game is in the Bronx.
Yes, with a dish hookup down here, you can actually pick up the Mid-Atlantic Sports Network.
Well, hold on a second. Private chat, right?
I already know about the other sites. You were gonna put.
Yeah, I was just gonna write that. I gave it to you before. You don't have it?
I had it, but I don't really use it these days.
Well, you could. Just saying, if you really, really wanted to watch something, you could.
I know. I don't trust streaming apps because there's always like 2 or 3 plays behind.
They got 2 to 3 what?
They're always like 2 or 3 plays behind.
But at least you get to see it. I mean, this is what you're seeing is ahead of what I'm seeing. Like I'm watching it live, but it's already happened. So I'm a little bit behind.
True.
You know, like you just called the base hit. They didn't even throw the pitch yet. So now you got to think the people on that MLB site, right, that you're reading it from, they had enough time to see it and type it before the pitch was even thrown. So I might be like 35 seconds behind in like real time.
True.
Oh, the Macatero announced. What's up, Macatero? Oh, Mac, I got a question for you when you hop in. 2-2 pitch, fouled away. Ooh, pulls out, strike 3. Stanton looks like he's trying to kill it, man. He stepped out. Looked like he stepped out, too.
It tipped into the glove anyway.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have mattered.
No, I'm saying it looks like he's stepping out. He's not really stepping out. It looks like he's stepping out. It looks like he's trying to pull everything.
Oh.
Oh, that's going to bring up Jason Dominguez.
Come on, Fred. You've been gone for a week. Make 3.
Ooh, come on, bro. Come on. Right there, man. You could have put that in the upper deck, dude. Right there. What's up, Mac?
What up, man?
What
up, man?
Mac, what was that golf game that you had?
Oh, shoot. You know what?
You don't have to go find it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I thought you might have known it.
I can't remember. I don't know if I got
All
the
right.
Tiger Woods one, or if I got like the top. It's like a top golf type of thing. But I'll send it to you a little later.
All right.
I actually can't even stay very long, man. I'm going next door. My dad's holding a poker night with all of his friends, and I'm gonna go play poker with him and all those guys.
There you go. You gonna fleece the old man?
Nah, I don't know, man. I'm not a poker player. I don't really gamble, so it's gonna be a learning experience, that's for sure.
Okay, well, a Jack 5 is terrible if you have it like in the hole.
Okay.
So you don't know how to play poker?
No, I play blackjack. I know that one. That one's pretty basic.
Dominguez lifts one to center field at the warning track halfway. It's going to make the catch, but Grisham's going to tag up. So the Yankees are going to tie the score here. So 2 runs for the Orioles and 2 runs for the Yankees in the first inning so far, which is great news because the Yankees couldn't score for a week.
Yeah, the one game you didn't do, they ended up scoring 7 points. I was like, what the heck?
I was just like, whatever. I was so tired, bro.
I was gonna say, hopefully sleeping.
I was up for over 40 hours, or about 40 hours. I was up, and I woke up at like 6 o'clock. I took a nap, right? And I was like, I woke up at 6, and I was like, nope, went right back to bed. And they lost that game too. They lost it. They got shut out again.
They lost the first one. That's right. Yeah.
And then yesterday was a day game, and I was like, when you have a day game during the middle of the week, probably I'm not going to.
Too many people watching. Yeah.
Nobody here. Everyone's at work. Volpe lifts one in the center field. It's going to make the catch. But the Yankees, after giving up 2 runs on 2 hits in the first, get 2 runs on 2 hits of their own. And we're all tied up here at 2 going into the second inning. So 2s all across the board. 2 runs, 2 hits, second inning. There you go. Baseball's game of numbers. But yeah, so then there was the day game, and I was just like, I'm not going to sit here. Nobody's here. So it was nice to have a couple of days off. Me and Ratcliffe beat the game, Call of Duty game.
Nice.
Did a couple days. He loved the game. He enjoyed it, which is good. We played on like the realistic, the hardest difficulty. Like you get shot down.
Yeah.
Some of the levels are just so hard, and then we at the last real hard level. Because the very end isn't that hard of a level, but the one before it was just, it's overwhelming. He like just took a chance, tried to just make a run for it, He got in. We had it. We were this close so many times, and I mean, we're at hours at this very last part. We were there for hours. And we're trying to like, just let's do it this way. No, stick with this one. It's like, come on. But we finally got it, and but the storyline was so good, man. The story was great.
That's the best part, dude. Being able to go through the story, and I like that. The last one I played like that, to be honest with you, was the one I think you were talking about a while back, but the one with Kevin Spacey in it. I think that was the last one I played.
That's the one I never played, and I would buy it just to play it.
Yeah,
for the story, but it's still like $70. I'm not
really.
You put it on PlayStation, the network for like $10. I'll get it. And I had to. Oh, do you have the PlayStation Network? PSN?
No, I don't even have PlayStation. I have an Xbox, but how is it still $70? That was like
all the games. They're pricing all the old games like they're brand new, and I'm like, no, thank you. Game's 10 years old or whatever. Like the game we just beat yesterday was 10 years old.
Yeah,
that's when I beat it. So, running through it again, I knew the story, but I remembered how to play it. I remember what was going to happen in the map. But I didn't tell him. I asked him. I was like, "You want to know what we're facing here? What's going to come up here?" And he was like, "Nope." DJ says, "Murdoch, Sean, Mets, what's happening?" What's up, Uncle DJ? The Yankees have scored. I know. First inning, we already got 2 runs, so we're good.
What up, DJ?
I only had a deck of cards as a kid. That's funny. My dad was like a decade before you, DJ, and my dad used to play with clothespins. He said the clothespins were his soldiers. What, Matt?
Oh, maybe he said he would be back or something.
Yeah, no, I guess he had to take a call and do something. He's still backstage. When he's ready to come back, we'll bring him back. As far as poker goes, though, for you, since you're going to play, so you're going to get, is it Hold'em? Did he say it's Hold'em?
He didn't. He said that if you know the basics, they add a lot of like random stuff like wild cards and stuff like that.
Oh, that's different. All right. Yeah. All right. So essentially the basics is, so everybody gets 5 cards, right?
Right.
But if you're playing Hold'em, what's going to happen is everybody's going to get 2 cards. They're called, in the hole, right? They're going to put them face down. And then, so you could peek at them, right? Okay. Now, you could make a bet off those 2 cards, or you could say check, right? Means like, I'm good. But if somebody bets after you or before you, like when it gets to you, if you could have the option of checking but let's just say I'm in front of you because they go in a circle, right? And they rotate the dealing, I think. Right. Everyone takes a turn dealing. So I think you deal to your left. Okay. Yeah, I think you deal to the left. So then it keeps going in a circle. So you're going to get 2 cards. If this is Texas Hold'em, by the way, you're going to get 2 cards. And some people might like check because they don't really like them. And someone might say, oh, I bet $1 or whatever, or $20, whatever you're playing for. And then after that guy bets, everybody else, it goes back around. So you could either match the bet, raise it, say, I'll see your 20. I'm making this up. Here's your $20, buddy. I'm going to raise you another 5. So now it goes to the next line, and now it's at 25 to stay in the game. For that hand, yeah. It gets back to the guy who bet the 20. When it gets back to him, he'll either put $5 more in or whatever. So after that, they're going to throw 3 cards in the middle, and they're going to flip them over. That's for everybody to use, right? Okay, that's your other 3 cards. So you could have a king, right? Let's just say you have a king or an ace. Let's say you have an ace in your hand. Your 2 cards. And there's 2 aces on the board and a 2. So now you're looking at your hand. So you got your ace and let's say you had an ace and a king in your hand, right? So I have a 3 of a kind and a king high, right? Yes, right. Now the other guy could also have an ace and a king in his 2 hands too, right? Right. So you both have 3 aces with king high. Right. So like those 3 in the middle are community cards that everybody could use. Then do you split the pot if you both have the same thing? Yeah, I'm just throwing out a scenario. Let's say they had a queen or whatever. So you would have 3 aces, queen high, right? So
Right.
I'm saying everybody else uses all the cards in the middle. Everybody gets to use.
Okay.
And then
One other example for the old Texas home joke. Imagine you have an ace and an 8 in your hand. First card's on the flop, another ace and an 8. River card comes up, it's either another ace or an 8, and you and your opponent have the dead man's hand. It just boils down, what does she want now? My mother.
Oh.
okay. All right. So now, so that's 3 in the middle, and you have 2 in your hand. Then then they call it the turn. There's another card gets flipped. So there's 4 cards now in the middle. Everyone's betting. After all these cards get flipped, there's another bet, right? Everyone check, or here's $2. No, check, I'll raise you, I'll call it, I'll match it, whatever. And then you bet again. And then you get a 5th card. It's called the river. The 5th card gets flipped. So everybody has all 5 cards to use.
But you don't. But you have 2 cards, so then it's a 7.
You have 2. Everybody has 2.
Right. But then isn't it 5 cards for poker, or is it? So
yes.
Are you using?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not using all the cards that are out. You're just using whatever you need to make your 5.
You're using 5 cards. So you have 2, and there's 5 to choose from.
Okay.
But what's differentiating it is your 2 hand. Your 2 in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are going to have something with the 5 that's showing. They'll make a 5. They'll make a hand out of the 5 cards out of the 7.
Right. So everybody's talking out something. You just have to have the best hand.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So it's really just 5 cards that get flipped. Everyone has 2 secret cards, and you just build your hand from that. But remember, they have access to it too. So you might be like, oh, I got a full house, but they have a straight flush based on what's there.
Right.
You got to look to see well, what could that person have?
And I'm learning that straight flush is when you have all the same suit and all the matching numbers going
in order,
straight in order, right?
In order. Yeah.
And then royal flush is when it's the high cards, 10 through ace.
Yes.
Same color.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you have a flush, which is all the same color, the same card, like diamonds, spades. It's all 5 of your cards are of the same suit: spade, diamond, heart, and club. And then you have a straight, which is 5 in a row.
Okay.
They might go ace to 5. I think they should count.
Straight doesn't have to be the same color, right?
Straight doesn't have to be the same color. Just 5 in a row.
That's a straight.
I believe a flush. I believe a flush is better than a straight. So there's a chance if you see 3 diamonds on the board, there's a good chance somebody might have 2 diamonds in their pot, privately. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But they might have a flush. So what you should do is write down what beats what, on a piece of paper, flush beats a straight. You know what I mean? That you could download a list.
Yeah.
Or no, just have it on a piece of paper, well, what wins? Oh, I have a straight, but there's 4 diamonds on the board. What's obvious? One of them's got to have a diamond to make 5 diamonds for a flush, right? If there's 4 on the board. So maybe you don't want to go all in with your straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Someone's gonna play a diamond or have a diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that didn't fold. They could always fold, people fold. If you get your 2 cards, they don't like them. Some people don't even wait for the flop.
Yeah,
but sometimes people get 2 cards. Everyone checks around, so you get to see the flop for free, and you might have a whole bunch of shit cards, and you're just you got 2, and the first 3 come out. You're nope, I'm out. I'm not even because even if the next 2 are great for you, it might not help you. Austin Wells leads off the second inning with a base hit to center. So bring up DJ LeMahieu. Score still tied at 2. On the App Store. And DJ says, play strip poker. Can you imagine DJ playing strip poker?
No.
Mets, you want to play strip poker with DJ?
I'm gonna have to get a lot better at poker first.
An ace can count as a number one. So if the other cards are 2, 3, 4, and 5, that counts as straight. Yes, you said that.
As much as I love the Mets, I will admit one other bit of reason their losing streak is bitten them so badly is karma. Because you know what they did last Saturday?
I don't.
During the anthem, they raised the pride flag instead of Old Glory.
Yeah, no, that was ridiculous.
Serves them right. Apparently, there was a kerfuffle in Los Angeles.
Yep.
There was like a Latino rapper or singer, Reza.
I mean, I don't know if that was a decision by Cohen or the players. I'm thinking more Cohen to do that. But people are sick of Pride Month. They would rather,
especially because it was originally Mental Health Month for Men's Mental Health Month.
Yeah.
Well, it still is Mental Health Month.
At this point,
Well, yeah.
Why not?
No, because Pride
finally put the kibosh on.
You get
Pride
it, Mac?
Month. Beginning in 26, Pride Month is dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone
jeez.
should just burn their LGBT flags.
The only problem is half of them don't even know what it means anymore. They keep adding letters.
Yeah, it's the
Like,
whole alphabet.
The original like I was with your fight originally. Now I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, LGB community was fine.
Yeah.
It was just fine. Like no one really cared. It was like, all right, enjoy this. Like live your life. Now it's like
weaponized for a political tool.
Yeah.
Burn those flags.
And that's what happens a lot of times, right? Like you have a cause that I don't want to say is righteous, but you have a cause that's like understandable, right? Like, okay, yeah, get it. And then you push it too far and you take it to extremes and then expect everyone to still be okay with it. And when they're not okay with it, all of a sudden you're a bad guy.
Yeah.
And when you push that narrative, then you'll see how quickly people will just
never mind.
Yeah.
At this point, everyone should just should either find a flagpole with an LGBT flag, get armed with a flamethrower, and burn those damn things.
You should lead the charge. I think you should lead the charge. I'm more like live and let live, but I mean, when you get to a point where they went to, it's no thanks.
It's a point of enough is enough.
What I was trying to say earlier was apparently at the Dodger game, Addison might have more insight on this, but I read the article. So they have this Latino performer, Reza, doing the national anthem, and they said we're gonna do it in English, right? Because they brought up maybe doing it in Spanish, and said no, like the team said no, you got to do it in English. So the guy or girl, I don't even know if it's a guy or a girl, went out there and did it in Spanish, and then they left the building. And someone said that they got kicked out and then told they could never come back. That's what they said on social media, but the team was like, no, they're more than welcome to come back. That didn't happen. So now someone's lying. But the fact remains, I would side with the Dodgers on this one, because if you were told not to do it in Spanish and you did the national anthem in Spanish anyway, not going to believe that whatever comes out of your mouth next, So,
well, but I also think that like if it depends on was it on contract that he was supposed to do it, or he or she was supposed to do it in English? There's a lot of little things, because if it was, you're not coming back and you're not getting paid for this one. Like you didn't do what you were contracted to do. Now, if he wasn't contracted to do that, and it was like a side room thing, like, "Hey, man, do it in English," and he was like, "Yeah, okay."
It was a political thing because the guy, for his career, or girl, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's a guy or girl, but they said, like, oh well, what's going on? You gotta take a stand if you have the opportunity. So like,
White did that too. How'd that go for her?
I think who did?
No, White did that too. How'd it go for her?
Oh, yeah. Right. Well, she did it to herself. But what I'm saying is they felt the pressure from the community to say something, to do it in Spanish. And it's like, that's not the national anthem. Like, unless you have explicit permission,
Yeah, and that's what I want to know. Yeah.
I mean, I would have been fine if they did it both. If you wanted to do it in English and then do a second rendition in Spanish, fine.
I think that would have been cool. It almost brought people together, I would think.
I don't think there's nothing to really not be together on. It's just like, listen, people are welcome here. Do it the right way. That's it. That's not really a problem. I mean, the current law states that. So, really not that hard. DJ says LGBT FBERYUJH.
Oh,
yeah. Is that what you identify as?
Roger Goodell pushing the black anthem at the Super Bowl, the better.
Which one's that?
NFL.
Oh.
DJ's wife is calling him. Delay DJ. See you after dinner.
See you after dinner, DJ. Well, I won't actually. Have a good one.
I should be on DJ.
Because every Super Bowl for the last few years, he's been pushing them performing the black anthem when it's called for.
Why?
Because he's a people pleaser who's trying to please the political left.
Yeah, but is there a white anthem?
No, it's supposed.
Is there an Asian? What about an Asian anthem? Is there an Asian anthem?
The Star Spangled Banner is meant to be the one unified anthem of this nation.
Doesn't matter. It's the country's anthem. That's it. The country's anthem. It's not individualized.
That's my point. That's something that FOB doesn't seem to get.
The nation encompasses everybody.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why you have the rights that you have. That's why you have the things that you have.
I mean, sure. For certain hockey games up in Montreal, they'll sing or to lesser extent in Ottawa and Toronto. You'll hear the singer sing "Oh Canada" in French because half of those, because in Montreal's case, it's all French, it's all Quebecois, French Canadians, and it's 50-50 in Ottawa, right?
Yeah. Say so. I know Quebec. They all speak French in Montreal.
Well, I think it's about time for me to head out, man. I got to take a shower and get ready and then get over there.
Well, good luck, Mac. Make sure before you do anything, you send me, before you get involved, take a peek if you can, send me the game so I make sure I get the right one. So I want to see my brother to play it before he leaves.
Yeah.
Now, remember, you said you don't need anything special. It's just the two-hand things.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously there is special things you can get to make it easier or better.
You could buy a club.
Yeah, you can buy a club, and then I think you it's the same as like the bat. Like you get a bat, and then you have like a thing that wraps around with your controller, and then you just kind of use it with it. I've seen baseball ones for the Oculus where they like kind of like it's like a Velcro thing that tapes to the bat, and then they'll stand up there and they'll do their swings. But it works just fine. Yeah, you just put one hand in front of the other. You click the buttons. You have to click them both at the same time and let them go as you're like, you know what I mean? Kind of like you're letting the ball go when you connect, kind of thing. I don't know.
So wait, in the swing you have to let go. That's crazy.
You just let go of the button.
I know, but you have to hold it down. That's
just so that you can so that they know you're doing a swing. Otherwise. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong. It's been a while since I played, but it's something like that. Yeah.
Now, is it like very gimmicky or is it?
No, it looks really cool. The graphics are pretty damn good, dude. It looks like you're on a field. It's not exact. It's like a little cartoony, but overall, it's really good. I like it.
So let me give me the thing and I'll check it out before I get it.
Yeah, and if you don't get it, tell me which one you do get, and I'll get that one.
Oh, Mike. Bomber in the house. What's up, Bomber?
Bomber!
Just Pilots. What's goody? Chilling, sir. Shout out to my brothers in chat, Jetstream Sean, DJ and Addy. Hell yeah. And Mets 2128.
That's right. But yeah, I'm sorry I'm dipping, but maybe I'll be back before you end your show. We'll see how your show goes tonight.
Yeah, right. Who knows? You never know. You never know. You never know.
But everybody in the chat, have a great night. Murdog, Mets, have a great night. Talk to y'all later.
Good luck. Good luck in your game. Go hustle the old guys.
Yeah, thanks, brother. Late.
just wish ball clubs would get their heads out of their you-know-what and stop pushing Pride Month.
Yes. And that stuff should be kept out of sports anyway. Right?
You'd think that with Trump back in the White House, he'd make an executive order that says no Pride Month pushes in professional sports.
That's tough politically.
Well, I'm just saying if he does, it basically now puts all the teams that do this crap under the microscope and under the gun. Do you want to risk alienating the populace by doing this stunt again next year? Or you going to play nice? Nice and burn your LGBTQ flags, merchandise, and memorabilia.
Landon, how's we looking good? Murdog, love it. Hell yeah. What's up, Landon? Well, 2-2. It's 2-2.
As far as I'm concerned, they should go the latter
Better.
route. Play nice and burn the crap.
There's a time and place for everything. That's not the time or place. Sports and politics should never mix.
It's either they burn the crap, or they can serve a jail sentence and lose all federal funding.
Landon says, I'm liking our hitting and pitching. It's better today than it has been. So maybe we're coming out of that rut. Hey, Mets, says Landon. Are you worried about the Marlins beating the Braves 4-0?
Screw you, Landon. You're
Hey.
running in the Mets. The Braves got swept the Mets this week.
No, he's not a troll. He's asking you a legitimate question. Okay, yeah. Chris Nels, what's up, Chris?
I mean, who gives a shave, a haircut, and two you-know-whats about Miami?
I don't think anybody's a threat in that division outside of the Phillies. Judge takes one down low for counts 1 and 2. Judge, Chisholm, and Stanton up here in the bottom of the third for the Yanks. Says, okay, screw you, man. Landon, he thought you were trolling him. That's why he reacted like that.
Thrown the fact I've had a bad week.
And he's had a bad week. A lot of people have fun with Mets when they come on. So he thought you were doing the same thing. Misunderstanding.
Cohen better apologize for that little stunt and never do it again.
Who? Owen?
Cohen.
Oh, Cohen. Judge lifts one in the right field. Fairly deep.
No.
Landon, this one's for you, buddy.
It is high, it is far, it is gone! That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes! See ya!
It's ripped into right, back at the wall. See ya!
Schmidt swings at the first pitch and launches it to left center field and deep. Mitchell back, track, wall. See ya!
I'm sorry for going down and beating the political drum, Murdog. But what the Mets pulled last Saturday, that's not only a spin in the face of this country, that's a spin in the face of the big guy upstairs. Is it?
Yeah,
not?
well, I mean, we try to keep politics off the channel because it can. You know why we try to keep it off the channel? Because I'm already, having the issues I'm having with it. But it can't help; it can only hurt. You know,
Fine.
that's why. I mean, I wish everyone could just say it, but however they feel. So Judge gets off the schneid, hits his 27th home run of the year, solo shot, so the Yankees take the lead.
Let's see if the issues.
So now Judge has 2 home runs and 2 RBIs behind Cal Raleigh, who hit 2 more today. Yassine in the house. What's up, Yassine? Did you see the brawl between the Padres and the Dodgers last night? No, I didn't. They usually have fans brawling in the parking lot.
Looks like it is happening the same way.
Man, you've probably seen a lot of them in Miami, but boy, do I hate Jazz Chisholm's swing.
True.
You know why? Because he just waves the bat through the zone. It's like he's not really – he's just throwing the bat out there. He doesn't look like he doesn't look like he has control of the at bat. Like he throws the bat out there. If it hits it, it hits it. It's kind of like Todd Frazier. Yeah. Todd Frazier just threw the bat out there. Sometimes it made solid contact and went out.
I mean, of course, does anyone really care what's going to happen Sunday night?
Sunday night with what?
Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
I mean, I care, but I don't care. I'm not going to watch it. Don't care enough to watch it, but I do hope the Pacers lose.
You know, Silver's got his hand on the pen.
You think he wants the Pacers to win so they could somehow do Pacers Indiana Fever?
Yep. I mean, think about it. This is another piece of scum who would rather let the inmates run the asylum and sweep the issues of how he runs things under the rug instead of confront it head on. Know what I mean?
I do. A lot of the commissioners in sports are bad. I think the only one I like is Gary Bettman.
Yeah, at least the commissioner of the NHL gets it. And he's effing Canadian.
Giancarlo Stanton, hard hit, rips one into left field for a base hit. Good thing about Stanton, bro, he's been hitting the ball really hard since he came back.
Canada's
Dominguez smokes once. Wow. It's cookie, like Dominguez singles to right field. There was the same exact single as Stanton hit to left field, right between second, shortstop, and third. This one goes between first and second. Same, looks like he hit it almost as hard, too. Well, Yankees, let's not jinx them, but the Yankees got 6 hits here already and still in the third. So, Donnie in the house. What's up, Donnie? What's up, chat? Salute to the chat. Salute to the Murder Dog and Judge it's a bomb. Yes, sir. The Yankee bats might be back. Maybe all we needed was a little Baltimore Oriole action.
I wonder how Canada's going to get wrecked in the new season of South Park.
Who's going to get wrecked?
The nation of Canada in the new South Park season.
What? I don't understand.
One of the previews is that you remember the movie Bigger, Longer, and Uncut?
Yes. I mean, I remember the movie. I can't tell you everything that happened in it.
The plot was centered around a war on Canada, mostly due to Sheila Brzezinski's overbearing nature for censorship of television, specifically Terrence and Phillip.
Okay.
This time around, I don't know what's going on. Maybe the immigrant issue, maybe energy crisis, I don't know. And, of course, it's going to bring the return of Starvin' Marvin.
Starvin' Marvin.
guess his family and his people he used up all the resources on Marklar, or the Marklar, or treated them even worse than the missionaries. Know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
That was the last time we saw that little guy.
Starving Marvin?
Yeah, season 3.
That is crazy.
I don't know, Marvin. I think his name was Marvin. Yeah, Starving Marvin.
Jesus. Oh. The Mets got swept by the Braves. Poor Soto. Oh, what do you mean? How many is that? 3 in a row for the Mets or more?
6.
The Mets are at a 6-game losing streak, just like the Yanks.
You guys snapped yours yesterday.
No, I know, but it was a 6-game. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It was 6. And you're on there now at a 6. Who'd you lose to before the Braves?
Tampa.
You got swept by Tampa?
All because Mendoza decided to do a dumb, boneheaded gamble on Friday, taking Clay Holmes out and not putting Oscar Braziban. Instead, he puts in Paul Blackburn, who was not ready to pitch.
Wait, so you got swept by the Rays? Was it at the Yankees minor league stadium?
No, it was at City.
You got swept in City Field, Mets.
That's what we tell Mendoza. This gambling has gone on long enough.
He says now Philly's smells blood in the waters.
If you were in my shoes, Murdoch, you'd want to kill Mendoza too.
Listen, I'm glad he's no longer our bench coach. He says, "Hey Mets, which team do you hate the most in your division, and which team gives the Mets a hard time in the division?"
Atlanta. Both questions.
Atlanta, all the way around. Gotcha. All right, so Austin Wells and Volpe both strike out swinging. So they waste that little rally, but Yankees tack on a run, take the lead on Aaron Judge's 27th home run of the year. My Aaron Judge is back, baby, says Landon. I'll tell you, the Red Sox fans thought they broke us, but we were just tired. We're back now. I hope so.
I still am saying they made a dumb decision trading Devers for Hicks.
Bad. That was so bad. They got nothing in return. Nothing of note. I'm shocked, honestly. Christine says, you heard that Jeannie Buss sold the Lakers for $10 billion to Mark Walter. I did.
Why?
I don't know, right? $10 billion. Maybe so she can enjoy the rest of her life, without worrying about the team. They still own I think they're still keeping 15% of the team. What differs to the Giants trade, you say, Mets? Oh, you didn't know about that, Landon? Like 4 days ago.
Boston sent him to San Francisco for a half bullpen arm in Jordan Hicks.
Yeah, and a minor league pitcher. That's crazy, but yeah. I did, just making sure I heard right. Yeah, Rafael Devers got traded to the Giants. He's already played like 3-4 games for them.
He's actually done pretty well.
No. Two down here in the fourth. Mayo's going to come up. Mayo's hitting 170 on the year. First baseman. Justine wants to know, what do you think of Stephen A. Smith from ESPN? And what are thoughts on Stephen A. Smith saying the Knicks not trading for Kevin Durant this offseason is a mistake? Mayo would have based it on the line. Dominguez bumbles it, and he's going to turn the corner for third, but he's going to go back to second. Get to that in a second. What's up, Landon?
Not much. Just don't want to make sure you're good.
Oh, we lost your camera, Landon. There you go.
I got it back on.
Now you're back. I think you got the camera flipped the wrong way.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Fix that.
So, Justine, I'm not the biggest fan of Stephen A. Smith. I think he's just a loudmouth type guy. Not the biggest fan of him. But it's hard for the Knicks to trade for Kevin Durant because they don't really have any trade assets anymore. Mets, how many first-round picks do we have out the door? 5 or 6?
How many we did have before we gave them away in the Mikal Bridges trade?
Well, we gave away 5 in the Mikal Bridges trade.
We were supposed to have 6. Now we don't have any. All we got left is a second-round pick.
Yeah, so, what trade assets do you have with Kevin Durant, even if he wanted to come here? You'd have to trade Bridges. And I don't know if I don't think they can make a move. Who are they going to give up? Bridges and who? Art OG. I mean, these are guys that they gave away a ton of draft picks for. How many draft picks did we give them for OG Anunoby?
I don't remember.
Few, probably. Everyone we give up first round.
Landon, you're echoing.
Yeah, I don't know if Landon knows how to fix that.
No.
What he means is that, like, when I say something, I can hear myself bouncing off of you. Did I mess it up? So, Landon, what's going on with you? How's school going?
I'm already graduated, bud.
You graduated for what? What grade?
Well,
You're out of high school now? Congratulations.
yes, sir.
I remember that feeling. You know what it was like? It was like, oh my God, it's over. It's about time. Oh, thank you. That was the feeling I got. Like, oh God, I don't have to do this anymore. What's your plans next?
Don't know yet. Just waiting to see him.
College in your future?
If I have to.
If you have to. What do you want to do?
What I want to do is I'm good at baseball and football.
So what? You want to try to play?
I mean, I could do it if I wanted to, but this is traveling. It depends on what team I get drafted by.
It's a tough road. I was on that same road. It's a tough one. Usually, you got to go to college. Like, you got to get drafted at high school. You got to go to college to get drafted. It's very rare that someone just makes a tryout. You'd have to go to the Central Scouting Bureau, but they'll want you to play somewhere where they can watch you. What's that, Mets?
So apparently, July 12th will be Goldberg's final match when he challenges Gunther for the world title at main event.
Right. If it's his final match, he's not going to win it.
I mean, still, and we all know Gunther's going to be in it for revenge.
Gunther and Goldberg's looking for revenge.
No, think of it like this. Gunther and many wrestlers in the European that went into the Euro scene viewed Bret Hart as their idol. And they view Goldberg as the guy who basically cut short the Hitman's career. So for Gunther, this is a chance at getting revenge. Revenge on behalf of Bret.
Okay. I don't know if that's the case, but, it's just a paycheck for him. But are you talking about in the storyline or
Out of it.
Okay.
But I mean, legitimately, almost every wrestler that's come out of the Euro indie scene looked up to the Hitman or the Davey Boy or guys like that.
Nick is batting yet.
Bomber says, but seriously, congratulations, Landon. You have a whole life ahead of you. Make right choices and be a leader. That's DJ LeMay, who leads off the fourth with a double. Yeah, so I mean, outside of trying to play baseball, what about work? You have anything you're interested in?
I mean, making money is basically where my mind's on. I mean, I am called to be a pastor.
Oh, you want to be a pastor?
That's what my calling is.
Okay. It's a little tough to make money doing that, but that job is not about the money.
Too bad it ends up being about the money when you have a corrupt minister.
Well, if you're a corrupt minister, you can make money. But if you're a good minister,
Crap
you won't.
Crap you met.
There could be corrupt ministers. He would just say be a good one.
Yeah.
Don't be a corrupt one, is what he's really trying to say. But outside of all that, what I would do is like military is a good option. Some branches are better than others, and there's a lot of different. You could be a minister in the military. You could be a pastor, or in the military. We had to see them sometimes, and trade schools. Like if there's anything you're good at, or would like to, something to do, like a good job. Electricians make a good amount of money. Iron workers make great money. But you go to trade schools for that. It's not like school. It's just focusing on that specific thing. College seemingly has been a waste of money and time. Like my brother's got 2 college degrees and has never had a job that had to do with his 2 degrees. My dad has 2 college degrees, never had a job that had anything to do with those degrees. So Metz has a college degree, but he doesn't have a job based on his degree. You know what I mean? So it's really just really.
I could go to baseball without
could what?
college. I can go to baseball without college, but it's a tough load.
Well, I don't baseball. That's you would have to. I mean, if you wanted to get drafted, you would have to go to college. Otherwise, you would try to sign you. You could only try to sign as a free agent, like from a tryout. Grisham rips one to right center field. He's going to make the catch, a few feet in front of the warning track for the second out. Look good off the bat. It's going to bring up Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge next.
What's that?
Aaron Judge next.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Don't want to miss it.
Oh, hell no. Bomber, can't say some things, Bomber. I hope you picked up on that. What are you doing, Mets?
Keeping tabs on the Mets and Phillies game right now. Why call up Blade Tidwell? Another gamble that could bite the team in the ass.
Yeah, bases loaded up there, Philly. 1 out in the 4th.
Was Mendoza this bad of a gambler when he was the Yankees bench coach?
Well, no, because he didn't make any decisions.
So he was just waiting for an opening so he can gamble like a lunatic.
I guess. It's the first time he's in charge. And they essentially walk Aaron Judge in the 4th inning.
Surprise. Well, with Judge, that's no surprise. Right?
What's that?
With Kemp, with Judge, that's no surprise.
Well, this early in the game?
Well, throwing the fact that Sugano is now at a spot you don't want to be at 4 innings, 90 pitches.
Yeah, he's at 89 pitches, and he's out of the game. Who's coming in? We don't know who's coming in yet. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, Bomber, come on. You know what I mean. I know you're laughing right now, too. That's the funny part. So that there was suspensions. Suarez and the managers suspended for the Padres Dodgers brawl.
And the Mets give up a run on a force out. On a fielder's choice.
The Mets are now tied for first. This is a first place series.
And again,
Mets and Phillies.
blame this on pitcher gambling and the stupid publicity stunt.
Oh, you're just saying the karma part. But they're tied. They're both 45 and 30.
And all because the Mets decided to spit in the face of the nation. Cohen, there are consequences for that. And you're seeing them play out now. Either apologize and repent for what you did, or this is going to get worse.
You want to tell them? Go ahead.
I'm warning you, Cohen. This is going to get worse the more you continue to stick your feet in supporting your decision last Saturday. Either go to a freaking confessional, confess your sins, and repent, or this is going to get worse for you, you piece of garbage. Throwing Mendoza's moronic pitcher gambling. We could lose 7 in a row tonight. All because you decide to mock the big guy.
Don't be mocking the big guy. He'll hand you a 10-game losing streak. Like that. Chisholm loops a base hit into right field. DJ LeMahieu is going to try to score. Here's the throw. They got him. They call him out at the plate, but the Yankees might challenge that.
And are they?
Let's see. I'd say he's out. I don't know if DJ got his right foot down. The ball, his foot seemed like it crossed over the plate before he got tagged, but it might have been in the air, you know?
So, no challenge.
New York is challenging.
What? But if he counts out cleanly, this is going to stick. I don't know why Boone's doing this.
Because you don't know. Like, what? I see that his foot, I think, might have crossed home plate beforehand, but it might have been up in the air. So we'll find out. But they're challenging. Why not? What do you got to lose? Screw it, challenge it. The Strike Zone. Yo, first time on the channel. I want to say what's up. What's up, Strike Zone? Welcome to the stream, brother. Links in the chat if you want to pop in. Pop it in anyway for
and now it's got to be 2-0 Philadelphia.
Uh-oh. DJ's, well, look, 2 outs. You got a 1-run lead. I mean, DJ's on the slower side, but, you know, not mad that they sent them. Kind of seemed like a bad slide, though, like the way he approached it. Might have went head first to try to like sneak the hand in there. No, call stands. DJ's out. All right, so base hit by Chaz goes for nothing. But the Yankees do get 2 more hits. So after struggling to hit anything and over almost the last week, the Yankees have 8 hits in 4 innings and a 3-2 lead. At the end of 4, heading to the top of the 5th. Orioles are going to have Vasquez, then back to the top of the lineup with Holiday and Westberg.
Let's go back to the top of their order in the 5th. Down 2 because of a dump because of this stupid decision to bring in Tidwell. Both
It's
runners
still
charged- I
the
don't
Mets.
care. Let me finish.
I'm sorry,
Both
you're
runners
right.
charged to him because the runners were left on his end.
Yeah, but what I was going to say is the inning's not over. It's still the fourth inning.
No, it's not going to the fifth. They just got the fourth out.
Oh, okay. They didn't update it yet. Gotcha. White Sox putting a beating on Toronto, 7-0 in Toronto. Don't feel bad about losing to the Rays. They're beating the Tigers 4-0 right now too. So, you know, Yassine says, "What's the point of having replay if they aren't going to get the call right?" He was probably out, but it was worth taking a look at. Strike Zone says, "Appreciate you. I'll pop on next time for sure. Just want to say what's up. Have a great night, fellas." NFP. See you later, brother. Thanks for hopping in. Let's see. So we got. I can't even see this. All right. So, I mean, it was a rocky first inning, but so far, Fried, it's 4 innings pitched. He's given up 3 hits, 2 runs, but he's got 6 strikeouts, and his ERA is 2 on the dot.
Yeah, it was rocky for both sides, right?
What's that?
Rocky for both sides in the first inning, right?
Yeah, definitely for Sugano. I mean, Volpe did throw. Fried did throw like 29 pitches. But I think Sugano threw more. 6 strikeouts over the last 3 innings for Fried. So Yankees are still in first by 2.5 games over the Rays. Blue Jays are only 3 back. Boston's 5. Orioles are 11. Tigers running away with the Central. They're 9.5 up on Cleveland.
They're still celebrating in South Beach over the Panthers Cup win.
As they should.
You do realize now this is 4 of the last 6 cups that have gone to a Florida squad, right?
Yeah, between Panthers and Tampa.
Yeah.
In a state that it almost never snows in. It's not even cold enough to play hockey here. But they do.
They cracked the cup.
They cracked it? I know they damaged it. Hold on, let me see if I can see that. Hold up. Well, it's hard to see with the lighting.
Oh.
I mean, maybe if you just keep it sideways. Put it forward, bring it closer, and tilt it. Oh, wow. How'd they do that? What were they doing with it?
Somehow the Panthers cracked the rim of the cup on Wednesday. Don't know how.
Yassine says the Yankees need to sweep the Orioles this weekend. Yes, they do.
I can't believe someone was actually dumb enough to crack that thing.
Jackson Holiday rips a single up the middle. Second hit on the day. So that's going to bring up Jordan Westberg hit 234 with 7 homers. You know Jackson Holiday's brother, I think his name is Ethan, will be drafted this year. It's a question for you, Matt.
It's playing at goddamn fight.
Did you hear what I said, or you're in a rage?
Not to break the Red Lantern again.
Are you wearing your red ring?
No, but I'm about to break it out.
Oh. What's up, John Wick?
It's cracking, Murdoch. Hey, Mets.
You hanging out with Brother Bomber?
I need to.
Look like you're hanging out with Bomber. What's going on? Hey, what happened with the brawl? You guys brawling with the Padres? What's going on?
Yeah, fucking freaking I said faux king, like the king of faux.
Yeah, like the music.
Yeah.
Folk music.
You know, it's the Padres, dude. I hate the Padres.
Yeah, but you guys brawl outside in the stadium, you brawl in the stands, now you're brawling on the field?
Good. That's what I want to see. I hate the Padres.
What
the
happened?
same way you feel like if the Yankees and the Red Sox fought, you'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
We did a couple times.
That's our Red Sox.
Well, did something happen? What something must have happened.
Beanballs. They threw at
really?
Tatis, and then they threw at Ohtani, but Ohtani was trying to keep the peace. He was trying to smooth things over.
So you guys threw at Tatis first?
Was it? I think it was afterwards. But yeah, and then Dave Roberts got in the manager's face. It was dope. You love to see it. Not all the time, but
Yeah, but you love to see it. Yeah, I do love to see it.
Especially with his rival.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll never forget when A-Rod got mushed in the face by Varitek at home plate. That started a brawl. And when Pedro threw down Don Zimmer, 75-year-old guy, and threw him to the ground, I was like, that was bad.
I remember that.
That was bad, dude. How are you going to go after a grandpa like that?
Hey, if he's running at you.
I understand it. I'm just making a joke.
He could have caught him.
He olayed him, but he guided him to the floor, with a shove. I understand him. If a 75-year-old guy charged me, I'd probably either wrap him up or do the same thing, just throw him away. If he hits the floor, he hits the floor. But it was a bad look. It was a bad look. But I understand. It's fun to laugh about now.
Holy shit.
Ow.
You guys must got memes.
Yeah.
What happened?
I got sent something funny as fuck on Instagram.
Oh, that's funny as folk again?
Funny as folk. The folk heroes of our time.
Folk is kind of fun. Yeah. Darn tootin'.
So what's the count in your game?
Yanks up 3-2. Got the scroll going. Judge solo home run. Orioles put up 2 in the first. Yankees came right back with 2 of their own.
Only difference for a Judge solo bomb. Excuse me.
Yankees got 8 hits and 4 innings, so I'll take it. After not being able to hit, save their life. Wow, you got a great jumps. So Jackson Holiday steals second. So Mets, I was trying to tell you, and now I guess I'll tell Addy that Jackson Holiday is Matt Holiday's son.
Yep.
And now he's got another son about to be drafted number 1 overall, possibly. I think Jackson Holiday got drafted number 1 overall, and now his son Ethan is in the draft this year. Might go number 1 overall as well.
The Mets playing too?
Yes, Mets are losing to Philly at the moment. Oh, Floriano just gets thrown out at first on a ground ball to shortstop. That's crazy. That guy can run. Wow. He's definitely out. His foot was in the air. The Mets are currently down 2-0 in Philly. top 5 there, as Mets was throwing a fit.
Repent. I heard that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong. He should repent for that stunt.
What stunt did he pull?
Bullpen gambling.
No,
That's
I'm
when I
talking about
turned it on.
rolling with the gay pride flag during the anthem stunt.
He thinks the Mets are on the Yankees just had their 6-game losing streak of no scoring and losses, right?
Yeah.
The Mets are also currently on a 6-game losing streak. The Yankees snapped theirs yesterday, but the Mets are currently in a 6-game losing streak, and they're losing tonight. So they could surpass the Yankees of the battle of the losing streaks if they lose tonight. But Mets thinks because they had a GPM flag on the scoreboard
During
that
the anthem last Saturday against Tampa, instead of Old Glory,
instead of Old Glory during the 7th inning, Mets
during the anthem to start the game.
Sorry, during the anthem, instead of Old Glory, they put a GPM thing up there. So Mets thinks that their karma has come back to bite them in the tush.
Okay.
And it's why I want to burn every GPM flag I see from here on out.
Huh?
Oh my God, man. Oh man. Just because now, if it induced a 6 or 7 game winning streak for the Mets, you'd feel some way. Would you feel a different way if it induced a winning streak?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because
So
that crap shouldn't be allowed in baseball or any sport because it's a political agenda tool.
Well, they do have a LGBT following. A lot of the teams do, whether you like it or not. And they're gonna, it's every team does it, every company does it for more money. They have to do it.
But people,
you want to include everyone and have more fans. What's that, Mets?
People are getting sick of it, and even when you cater to those people, they're not diehard ball fans.
How do you know that?
Fans are fans, regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. How do you know? Get at it.
Just because, it doesn't matter who you lay down with that night. If you like a team, you like a team.
That's true.
That shouldn't bother you. If someone wants to be that way, if someone wants to be or is, so what?
If your whole team was playing for the other team, so to speak, if they were all LGB, if they were all the G of LGB, right? Damn, he's on that, Stan. Would you still root for the team?
Actually, no.
Really? If all the Mets were the G's, you wouldn't play. You wouldn't be a fan of them? What would you do?
I'd burn every Met cap, all Met merchandise I own, and just even the pictures of Stephen F. Phillips I have hanging up of me and him in '98, and destroy them.
Wow.
Because I'm disgusted by them choosing to side with an agenda that nobody wants to look at anymore.
No, but what if there was no agenda going on? What if it was just quiet, but that's just the players' personal lives? You would still burn everything and stop being a Met fan?
Yes.
Okay. Not the answer I thought I was going to get, but
they have Star Wars night. They have Star Wars night at some stadiums. You think the Trekkies are like, "Hey, I'm going to burn all this stuff because they honored Star Wars, not us."
Ratcliffe in the house. The fact that we beat Realistic was awesome. And I read the Laura Black Ops 3 campaign, and it's the most psychological story by far of a COD game. Yes, Addy, John Ratcliffe got Black Ops 3, and the last couple of days, him and I beat it on Realistic. I beat it, it came out in 2016, and I beat it in like 3 days. And then me and him beat it in 3 days. Finished it last night. Have you played that game?
Yeah,
I don't have a copy of it.
Great story. What a
I,
story.
mostly multiplayer and zombies though.
Yeah. Well, so I got PlayStation Network, PlayStation Plus for the month, just so I could play with them. Because you need that to play online. It's just, well, he never played that game, and I was trying to tell him the story is sick to go along with the gameplay, even from 10 years ago. So
Oh yeah.
I think, he had fun, and it's been a while. But zombies, I'd love to play zombies, but I'm so bad at it. I need to be carried. Are you really, really good at it?
I'm great at zombies.
Yeah. So I played zombies 10 years ago, like when it first started. But guys I played multiplayer with,
Yeah.
they would also be great at zombies, and I'd go in and play with them, but they had to like walk me through it. Like,
Yeah, there's a lot.
Murdo, come here to pack a punch. Go get this weapon.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't get that one. Grab this one. Hit the thing again. Stand here. Just lace these guys up, and so they'd like babysit me, and I would just be a gun. I just put like they figured all that stuff out. They're running around.
Gotta have your routes.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is going on? What do you got? I can't do that. I could get out of an escape room, but I can't figure out the zombie.
You have to know how to wrangle them and where to move and stay in a certain spot and let them. Yeah, it's fun.
Well, one thing I was good at doing is before I could get any of the great weapons, I would grab like a machine gun, like with a lot of rounds. And I would just run and then turn around and just go backwards and just kind of get them in a train and just like line it up to headshot through you know what I mean?
Yep.
Wrangle them that way. They all basically come at you in a line. So just if you can just keep the gun a certain level, take them all out like that. But yeah, that's what I would have to do. You just have to tell me where to be, where to stay.
Yeah,
what to get, follow you around.
1, 2, 3. Black Ops 4 when they introduced Blackout. I was at 5. But
yes. Do you play basketball?
Here and there, yeah. 2K,
yeah.
2K fell off a little bit, but I
well, you get it for free. I just downloaded NBA 2K25 for free. Oh, you're an Xboxer. Oh, gotcha. Well, maybe Xbox has the same thing.
Yeah, there's a Game Pass thing where it's pretty much like Netflix for video games.
Oh, really? But you just any game that they have, you download it?
There's a lot, but you can play them on cloud gaming. You don't have to download them. It streams it from your Xbox. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because
I had PlayStation 1 and 2, went to Xbox 360, and it's a wrap. Xbox all the way.
I never went to Xbox because of the controllers.
Yeah, I love the first Xbox. That was
the controllers. I didn't like the controller feel. I like with the PlayStation to where it's just like everything felt good in my hand. So it was just like grabbing it and then just with the fingers and looks like I'm molesting a crab. But really I was just simulating.
Well, it's now everyone else is designing their controller after Xboxes.
Really? I hope PlayStation doesn't change.
They made them a little bulkier.
Did they?
Yeah.
Radcliffe says Xbox is dying. That's why they're giving up their exclusive rights.
Do you guys hear the rumors about Ron Washington?
No.
He's taking a leave of absence.
Is he back on the sauce?
No, health issues.
Yeah. Did he beat cancer or something like that?
Volpe beats out the ground ball, so it doesn't get into the double play. So there'll be runs down the corners with one out in the fifth. That'll bring up Austin Wells. Radcliffe says Murdog. Did Mattingly ever make the playoffs? One time, 1995.
And as a manager, I believe, with the Dodgers.
No, Mattingly made the 95 playoff. Oh, you mean in addition to?
Yeah, as a manager.
Oh, in addition. Okay. Well, Dodgers are in the playoffs all the time, right? So
yeah, he succeeded Joe Torre.
Is Ron?
How'd you like him as your manager?
Joe Torre?
No, well, Joe Torre was like at the end, just kind
Yeah.
of like.
It was just
but
cool having a legendary manager. It was, that was great. We love
How'd
Joe
you-
Torre.
Roberts is you have basically a micromanaging maniac.
I think you're happy with Roberts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I remember when
How'd
he
you
was playing here. I remember watching him when I was a kid play here.
Did you guys like Mattingly out there?
He was,
I don't know.
he was good. He was a mediocre manager because he could never get us over the hump, and we were always competing for the title at the end. But we had the young. That was when we had like Matt Kemp, Ethier, Kershaw was still young.
League.
Yeah, I remember those days. Andre Ethier,
Hell yeah, I loved Andre Ethier.
and Matt Kemp. Matt Kemp fell off a cliff.
Yeah,
So did Ethier.
Yeah.
But then you had Jock Peterson too, right? When he was a kid,
that's a little after, but yeah.
he was a little after.
Yeah.
Is Ron Washington taking a leave to do crack again? Possible.
Who knows?
That could be why the leave of absence.
Didn't he just say that it was possibly due to what? Cancer issue?
I don't know. I was just cracking a joke because he's had to take leave
No,
of
I
absence.
asked. Didn't he beat it before when he was like the manager of the Rangers? Wasn't he?
You talking about the drug addiction or cancer?
No, dealing with some kind of health issues.
Well, maybe he is up there.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
I remember when he was third base coach for the A's.
That sucks. He lost 2 World Series in a row with the Rangers.
Oh, this might be a double play. Damn it. Come on, Wells. The Yankees blew a chance to score a run here by grounding into double play. Good job, Wells. Jesus. The Rangers lost 2 years in a row to the Cardinals, and what else did they lose?
Got flown home on Thursday.
Eddie, you remember who they lost to? The Cardinals and who else?
Oh,
I think it was the Giants. No, like that
oh
was the
that
Giants.
sounds right. Yeah. That sounds right.
Giants.
Yeah.
What the year they won in 07? Yeah, 06 the Cardinals won, and then 07 the Giants won.
Yeah, that was with
07
David
was Boston.
David Freeze.
07 was Boston, Colorado. 08 was Philadelphia over Tampa. 09 was Yankees over Philadelphia. 10 was
05, 06, yeah.
Francisco against Texas. That was Houston, Chicago in 05.
What did we lose?
Texas's other loss was to San Francisco, I think, in 2010 or 12.
Oh. Shit.
I think. I don't even know all the World Series lately.
Shit. Oh, shoot. I don't know. Yeah, I remember he lost 2 in a row.
Let me see. Go to the
Dodgers,
division.
he was experiencing shortness of breath and fatigue toward the end of the 4-game series with the Yankees, and flew him home, clearing the flight home Thursday, and underwent a series of medical tests on Fridays. They didn't specify what symptoms he had, but was able to address the team along with the GM. Available to playing to watch the game from the Angels Stadium suite on Friday. Not available made to the media.
Yeah, he's out indefinitely. No timetable for his return.
They get the Astros tonight.
Cal Raleigh broke the record for most home runs by a catcher before the All-Star break.
What's he at?
Well,
28?
He's got 29. He hit 2 today. Do you know whose record he broke?
Piazza's.
That's your guess. Addy?
Pudge?
Pudge and Piazza?
Posadas.
Nope. Nick in the house. What's up, Nick? Murdoch, the effing man. What's up, brother? Maybe Nick might know this.
No?
Cal Raleigh broke the record for most home runs before the All-Star break for a catcher.
County bench.
Yeah,
Okay.
you see.
Before the
see.
break. I thought you meant over.
29 before the break. Yep, Johnny Bench.
Damn.
That's a lot. So he leads Judge by 2 homers and 2 RBIs. But Judge, I'm sure, will catch him in both categories for sure. Otani's cooled off, though, huh? He's stuck at 25 for a while, isn't he? He'll have a week where he hits 5 or 6 anyway. So, like, that's like Judge, like they cool off, then they get hot again. They're just special players, those guys. Definitely hitters.
Home run Alonso.
Uh-oh. Mets is back in a better mood.
Oh, damn.
Is it a solo shot or
Walker, not Zach Wheeler?
is it a solo shot?
Yeah, it's a leadoff, unfortunately.
All right, so you cut the lead in half, or the deficit, I should say.
You know what?
Dodgers-
Second baseman has the most home runs ever.
Ever in a season?
Ever.
I want to say Jeff Kent.
Number 244 for Pete.
Is it Jeff
Yep.
Kent?
Yep.
Yeah, he was good.
Jeff
Very
Kent.
underrated.
Yeah.
Jeff Kent was always good.
Missile by Alonso.
Kel Raleigh's hitting homers from both sides of the play as a catcher. Yeah, you gotta love that. Switching catcher that can just hit bombs. That's great.
Too bad it's not really doing much for Seattle.
Who's not?
The homers by Cal Raleigh. They're not moving up in the standings in Seattle.
Well, they're 2 games above 500, 4.5
But they're
games
like,
out at
what,
first.
5-6 back of the Astros.
Don't die. Don't die. Take a breath.
Oh,
Check
you know what's
some
crazy? Nate told me the other day. You know that kid that just got called up by the Red Sox?
Which one? They called up too.
Forgot
Mayer
his name,
or
like the one, like the Alexander, I think?
Roman Anthony?
Oh, Roman Anthony. There you go. He's the same age
Bombs.
as
McNeil
Juan
just tied it
Soto.
for the Mets.
Is he?
He's the same age as Juan Soto.
So
He's only
he's like 26?
Yeah.
Wow. Just getting called up now.
Well, the Mets just tied it.
Uh-oh. Back-to-back. McNeil?
Yep. Number 8 for him.
See? You see the difference, Addy? The Mets are losing. He's telling people to repent. They tie the game, and he's back to
21.
like
My bad. 21. I think it's just theirs.
Well, you can't blame me for demanding repentance, can you?
What the fuck did he say? Who the heck did he say?
Jesus, Addy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I am not a moralist Christian,
Hold on.
but even I know that doing what they did last Saturday was stupid. Know what I mean?
I do. Roman Anthony's 21 years old.
Yeah, what did he say?
Meyer is 22. Jaron Duran's 28, but he didn't just get called up.
Ow.
Abreu's 25.
Yeah, Jeff. You've only got
Carlos
7
Narvaez, the catcher, is 26. Brian Bello, the pitcher, he's 26.
By 21. What? That was the year Soto won his championship with the Nats when he was 21.
Marcel Meyer, I thought he was 19.
Yeah. That's crazy, too. The year after they got rid of Bryce Harper. Already left.
And Gary grounds one
Yeah, that's
through
crazy.
That's like the best part.
I was happy about that, too. And the fact that they beat the Rays. What's that, Mets?
And the reason it's runners on first and second with 2 out, Sanchez hit a slow grounder to Jazz, who had no choice but to stick it in his pocket.
Okay.
This is going to be Fried's last thing, no matter what happens on this next pitch.
Yeah, he's approaching 99 pitches.
He's approaching
He'll
100.
He'll finish the innings. Hey, I'll take 6 strong. You know, you can't have go 7-8 every game.
I know.
I'll take it. So your Dodgers, I just had let me bring it up. 3.5 game lead over the Giants, 5 over the Padres.
Yeah, last week it was like 1 or a half game. But
Well, a game and a half? No, it was
tight. It
was a game. It was 1.5 games because in your last 10, you're 7-3. And this week in the last 10 games, the Dodgers are 7-10, and the Giants are 5-5.
Padres
So
fell off.
10 days ago, you guys had a 1.5 game lead. Now it's 3.5.
And Kobe Mayo hits one to
He's
center. Grisham's not going to be able to get it. Kowser scores. Tie game.
Wow, that guy took a big risk.
Now
The
it's time to
Tigers.
get the hook and Freed.
Tigers 48-28. Wild.
And yet they're losing 8-3, and it's only the third inning in Tampa to the effing Squatters. I mean, that's what the Rays are this year. They're squatters.
True
They're
that.
playing in Yankees. They're playing in the Yankees minor league stadium for the year, and I think
George
next year,
Steinbrenner Phil.
George M. Steinbrenner. That's right.
And they're stuck playing in St. Pete till 2029.
Well, so Aaron Boone came out, and the reliever ran out of the bullpen. He was almost at the infield, and Aaron Boone's like, "No, go back. I didn't call you." So the guy's running back to the bullpen now.
Yep. Now he's not going to play. Now he's not going to play. They're going to tell him to sit down.
Well,
He jumped the gun.
Max Fried convinced Boone on the mound. No, I'm finishing the inning.
Max,
There
you're
you
making
go.
a mistake, buddy.
I like that.
Yeah.
I still say he's making a mistake. I mean, at least in my view, he's making a mistake.
He said 101 pitches, and he's like, "No, I remember when pitches used to go like 120 every day, every game, 120, and no biggie."
Yeah.
4 batters, 1 out. Taiwan Walker's out of the game for Philadelphia. Makes you wonder why the heck they picked him up in 2023 when now he's at the tail end of his career. He's been so effing erratic.
It happens. Pitchers fall off, hitters fall off. You just all sports.
No, I meant with
Oh,
Walker.
Yeah,
Abilities.
he's no different. Is my point.
I know, I'm just saying he's been so erratic. Why don't they just DFA his tail? Oh wait, he's been in the league that long. They can't DFA him. So there you ship him out the deadline and eat that chunk out of his contract.
Eddie, how do you feel about CJ retiring?
It was time, I guess.
It was.
He was.
I kind of
I loved him as a Jet. It sucked that we couldn't get him to the playoffs, but
yeah, we knew. Well, I knew he was going to be done after the season, regardless of what team was there with the contract. And I thought he would retire. They wouldn't have to cut him. It's a better look when he just retires instead of having to cut him. You know, he hit that age where it's time to go. But we all knew it, especially with the salary cap relief.
yeah,
That's going to help us out.
Glenn wants to go young. Very apparent.
Yeah.
Which is great.
And that'll
That
do
is
it.
cool.
Fried gets out of the inning.
Double play ball.
There you go.
No, fly out to center. Sanchez tagged to third, and then he got a ground out to end the inning. So Max Fried sends him back. Get your ass back in the dugout. And well, they talked at the mound. But so it saves the Yankees 2 batters from the bullpen. But the book's closed on him. He'll get a no decision as it's a 3-3 game.
Giving up 3 runs, 7 hits on 7 strikeouts, no walks.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take a 6 innings, 3 runs. I mean, I can live with that.
Heck yeah.
Let's see. Let me do something here. Since you are, is this the right one? Let me see if I can do this here. Okay. You want to do some trivia, Addison?
Okay.
What'd you say?
Okay.
Just Dodgers trivia, all Dodgers related trivia. You're a Dodger fan.
I am.
Okay, give me the name of the episode where Mr. Ed galvanize the Dodgers to a winning streak by the end of the episode.
There's no way in hell I can tell you about.
I did not watch Mr. Ed.
But yes, there was an episode in '63 where Mr. Ed and the late Alan Young actually got to meet with some of the Dodgers. Sandy Joe, Koufax, whoever the manager was at the time. And Ed actually got to. Oh, Leo Durocher.
Leo Durocher, manager.
Ignore my horse. He's just a show off.
Okay, what player wore number 99 for the Dodgers in 2009?
Manny Ramirez.
Yes.
That one was too easy.
Manny Wood, baby.
Okay.
Slide, Ed! Slide!
Who was the manager on the 63 and 65 championship teams?
Leo Durocher.
Wrong.
Jeez.
Don't Google it, Matt, either.
I'm not.
No,
I'm looking over here. I'm looking at
Mr.
my
Ed,
TV.
as my question.
What's your question, Matt?
I was just using my answer from the Mr. Ed episode.
Well, yeah, it's not Durocher. Do you have an answer, Addy?
Nope.
Walter Alston.
Walter Alston.
Who was the captain of the 78 Dodgers who lost the World Series to the Yankees?
I was born in '89. I don't know. That was like 21 years before I existed.
Davey Lopes.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna look for questions that we might have a shot at.
Yeah, when the games were in black and white, preferably.
When Sean Green broke the Dodgers franchise record in 2001 for the most home runs, whose record did he beat?
Wasn't Piazza.
Beltrays. No?
Beltray might have the record today.
Yeah,
But when Sean Green broke it, he broke somebody's record who had it before him. Who had it before him?
Was it Gibby?
Ron Say.
No, and no. I can give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. You want a hint?
Fine.
Sure.
This guy had 43 home runs in 2000. So he broke it 1 year later. Sean Green, Mets great.
SHAWN.
Who's JWN? Sean. Yeah, that's how you spell Sean Green. Yeah, not the Irish way. It's the Jewish way.
Yeah.
Good call, Addy. Good
Eric
call.
Karros?
Nope. It's not a bad guess though, but I think Karros was more in the 90s.
2000?
Yeah, he broke it 1 year later. Yeah, so this guy hit 43 in 2000.
What was I, 10?
Matt, you look like you're Googling.
It's not even on.
Well, you could press it on and off. It's in your hand. Nick says Dodger would expect Addy to get it right. He was alive and following baseball at this point in his life. So,
what was it? Mondesi?
Good guess, but no.
I give up.
Yeah, you can give up at any point.
Yes.
I don't think Addy's ready to give up on this one because he feels like he should know it.
Yeah, I was 10, so I'm trying to go back in time. I don't know.
No effing clue. You give up?
Yeah.
Gary Sheffield.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
of course.
Number 10, Gary said that.
Who was the MVP of the 1981 World Series?
Ron Say.
I always thought it was Fernando Valenzuela.
There was Fernando.
No, that's what I always thought it was.
Well, who? What was the answer?
Let me look it up.
Socha?
Ponce, Pedro Guerrero, and Steve Yeager. It was shared by 3.
Okay. So I was 33% right. Let's see. I'm looking for. No. What Dodger in the 20th century? That's like in the 1900s. You know, like up to 1999.
Yeah.
Has the highest career strikeout ratio per 9 innings, with at least 2 full seasons as a Dodger.
Koufax?
I'm asking this because it's Addie's era. You know what I mean?
Never mind.
The answer? No. This person's rating of strikeouts was 10.05 per 9. He pitched almost 700 innings as a Dodger. Koufax was second, by the way. But you definitely saw this guy pitch, Addie, for sure.
Was it Gagne?
Nope. That's a good guess, though.
Nomo?
Yes, Hideo Nomo.
That was just a dumb luck guess on my part.
Hideo Nomo.
Nomo mania. Shame he didn't leave anywhere.
Also played for the Mets.
Name the 3 mascots Tommy Lasorda has attacked, harassed, or is hated with a rage field passion.
Philly Fanatic.
Philly Fanatic is one.
That's his first.
Was it the Friar from San Diego?
No. You have to think of the other San Diego mascot.
Well, I don't know the name. Was it the chicken?
Yeah, San Diego Chicken.
San Diego Chicken.
It was the third one.
Like Braves hot dog or something?
Nope.
Not Chief Wahoo, right?
This would have been like in the 80s. So 4 interleague play in the season.
I can't really think who has a mascot.
Was it the Brewers beer guy?
Brewers were in the American League in the 80s.
That's right. What about the Cincinnati Red guy?
Mr. Redleg? No.
Yeah.
Did the Astros have a mascot back then?
No, I don't think Orbit came into existence until the 2000s.
That was when they were in the National League, though.
Do the Giants have one?
I think it's a seal, but I'm not sure if he was there at the time.
So the Rockies weren't around. The Diamondbacks weren't around. The Rockies weren't around. No Rockies. The Marlins weren't around. The Nationals weren't around.
Oh, they were. You just have to think back to their previous incarnate.
Was it Yuppie? No. Who's the? Yeah, the Expos guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember
He
what
actually got Yuppie thrown out of a game.
Aaron Judge with a 2-out base hit.
He also beat the Fanatic with a baseball. And he basically throttled.
How's it going, sir?
What's up, Donnie?
How's it going, sir? How you going, gentlemen? On this fine Friday night?
Friday. Addie, what year did the Dodgers win their first World Series?
55.
Not your era. It's
Yeah.
not your era. But I thought maybe the first one he might know. What'd you say, Mets?
55.
55, yeah.
Nope.
What?
55?
No. You 3 people said 55, and they're all wrong.
Oh, I said 65.
65?
Yeah.
Wrong.
61 in LA.
Nope.
47. They didn't win it against the Yankees.
It was 48?
Nope.
That-
Bonus points. Bonus points if you could tell me who they beat.
That'd have been the Yankees.
Well, you got to give me the guess and then give me the team they beat.
Oh, yeah.
I only had a baseball almanac that went to 95. I think I lost it somewhere.
I thought it was 59.
Yeah, it's 59.
Their second year in Los Angeles?
Yeah, you said 55, right?
I was going back to their Brooklyn days.
They won it in 59. Who did they beat?
First one in LA.
Was it Oakland?
They beat a team that's absolutely horrible right now. The White
That's
Sox.
true. They beat the White Sox.
The Black Sox then, right?
No, it was the White Sox.
Right.
They won 4 games to 2. They lost the first game 11-0. And then they came back to win 4 to the next 5.
Yeah, right.
Oh, so the Black Sox was before that, right?
Who was the last Dodger before Ohtani to make it to the 30-30 club in the 90s?
In the
That's the
90s.
hit. That's the hit in the 90s.
Adrian Gonzalez?
Nope.
He wasn't on the team in the 90s.
Oh, he was on team then. In 2000, sorry.
Kenny Lofton?
Nope. I don't think Kenny Lofton ever hit 30 home runs in a year.
90s?
No, was Nomer on that team?
Nope, he was a sock at the time.
30 club. The Monastery. No.
What'd you say, Addy?
I don't think Raul Monastery is on the team.
It was Raul Mondesi.
Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Well, now Rowdy Modesty came from the Toronto,
Expos.
right? After that year, was it, or the year before that?
No, Mondesi came up as a rookie. I believe he was Rookie of the Year. But,
No, but wasn't he wasn't he play for the Blue Jays at one time?
Yeah.
I mean, played for the Yankees too, if I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah.
but his majority of his career was with. We could do a.
Where did they
I would
play?
say Raul Ibanez. That's what I was gonna say.
We could do an interactive trivia. You want to do interactive? All of us?
I'd do it.
Okay. Can you guys read the questions clearly?
When they're on my TV, yeah.
They were
How's that?
originally located in Brooklyn.
How's that?
Where the Los Angeles Dodgers?
Okay. Well,
One at a time. One at a time.
first one's easy as fuck.
Yeah, first one's Ringling.
The second one is Trolleys. They were the Trolley Dodgers.
Ding, ding, ding. Clang with the trolley.
Okay.
That was
Which Dodger was the youngest player ever elected to the Hall of Fame?
Jackie Robinson.
The youngest.
Pee-wee.
Could be Pee Wee.
Sandy?
Sandy. It could be Sandy because Sandy's
His
career got cut short.
Yeah, his career got cut short. Yeah, that's true.
So we'll do this as a team, unless somebody knows it. You want to go Sandy?
It might be Sandy. Yeah.
I vote Sandy. Who else votes Sandy?
I do.
I vote.
Yeah, do Sandy.
Yeah. Yeah, because he got cut short at 30 years old. Which Dodger was the first African? Okay,
Jackie.
that's Jackie.
Come on now. Everyone in baseball should know that. Every fan.
This is Vince Scully. That's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. The voice I grew up listening to. Yeah.
Dodgers were the first MLB team to allow female sports journalists into the locker room. Who was that journalist?
That would be Lisa Guerrero. That sounds.
I remember Lisa Guerrero. Gail Gardner, though.
I'd say Gail Gardner. I'd say either Melissa. I'd say Gail Gardner.
I don't know. I remember Lisa Guerrero.
Yeah.
But Gail Gardner might have been first. I'll say Gail Gardner. What do you guys? What's the vote for you guys?
I'll say Gail.
Gail Gardner.
All right. No. Oh.
Anita Martini.
Anita
Martini. That's awesome.
Anita Martini. Wow, her parents are funny. To name their daughter Anita Martini.
On the show.
Yep.
That joke, dude.
Wow.
Who did the Dodgers beat in the first World Series? Was it the Yankees?
It's the White Sox.
Oh.
What?
Yankees.
You're going by Brooklyn Dodgers.
Brooklyn Dodgers. Sorry.
Yep.
Oh man. How many World Series did the Dodgers lose before winning their first?
7.
Yeah.
You guys say 7?
7.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, all right. That's what you said. What about Addy?
7.
And Mets. What's your vote?
I think 7.
Okay. I don't really have a clue. I would say like 3, but
Let's see.
Addy?
Yeah, 7.
7? That's a lot.
8.
All right, let's go with mine. No!
8.
Let's go. What if we split the difference? No, I don't have a choice. It's 1, 3, 5. It's 1, 3, 5, or 7. 5.
5. Why is 5?
They lost to the Yankees 5 times before finally.
Because they're Brooklyn Dodgers. Yeah. Jackie Robinson.
Which Dodger pitcher, went straight to the majors?
Nando?
Clayton Kershaw.
I think it was Darren Dreifert. I think Darren Dreifert went straight. I think it's either Fernando or Dreifert. Remember, Darren Dreifert went from Wichita State College World Series and then pitched for the Dodgers very shortly after the College World Series. So I want to say Dreifert, but Fernando came in. I'm going to say Dreifert.
Kershaw.
You say Kershaw?
I say Kershaw.
I was at that game. He was 18 years old. I was at that game. I say Dreifert. He wore.
I say Dreifert.
He rocked number 54. It was against the Reds, I think. I went to that game.
He was 18 years old?
Yep.
Okay, I'm saying Dreifert, though. So that's 1 for Dreifert, 1 for Kershaw.
I said Kershaw.
Okay, and
I said first.
Mets?
I'll say Fernando.
All right, so Kershaw wins the vote. I'm going Dreifert. You say Fernando. It wasn't
Not
Kershaw. Let's see if mine was right. Darren Dreifert.
Oh, yeah.
Should have listened to the Yankee fan.
What Dodger player wins if they hit the Abe Stark sign at Evans?
I think that's a suit.
All right, let's see.
What did the Dodger players win if they hit the Abe Stark sign at Evans Field? I think it's a suit.
What was Abe Stark?
Because it was a suit store.
Yeah.
It was a tailor shop.
What pitcher was known for his distinctive tornado pitching windup? Nomo, Drysdale, Sutton, or Saito?
Nomo.
Nomo?
Yeah.
I don't think it was Nomo. Was it? Oh, it was.
Donnie said it first.
All right, Donnie, you get bonus points.
The Dodgers illegally.
Gavin Lux, Beltray, Joe Nuxhall, or Julio Urias? Urias. He was illegally.
Urias.
How was he illegally signed?
No.
Wrong.
Nuxall?
Huh.
Beltray was?
We don't know. We're asking. Like, would you guys have answers or
Beltray.
Addy?
That's something. Maybe it is filtered.
Maybe it is Beltray. Let's try it.
I got it
Ah.
right, Donnie, again.
Domenico
What
at the
Hall of
age of
Famer
15.
has more strikeouts than innings pitched? Jim Bunning?
I'm going to say Sandy.
Okay.
Unless Roy Campanella, because he was a catcher. What if Roy had like 2 strikeouts in 1 inning?
I'm going to say Sandy Koufax.
Oh, I'm losing brains to the South Pit.
Sandy's right again.
Murdoch got that one, Donnie.
I was there too.
Yeah, well, I said Murdoch said it first.
Okay.
Jackie or
Jackie. Yeah, Jackie.
Jackie.
Clancy in the house. What's up, Clancy?
What up, Clancy?
Jackie. What's up, Clancy?
Landon's participating. Which Dodger won the very first National League rookie? Did you guys give that answer?
Jackie.
Yeah, it's Jackie.
Which Dodgers pitcher was the very first recipient of the Cy Young Award?
Donnie Nuke.
Don Nuke.
Number 53.
There you go.
Who come?
which Dodger holds the team record for career stolen bases?
That's a low.
Maury Wills was the Giant, right?
Juan Pierre.
He's a Marlin. I'm going to say Davey Lopes too with Addy. Oh!
What?
Eric Young.
Wasn't Maury Wills a Giant? Who would you go with after that? If Eric Young?
I said Juan Pierre.
Not Maury Willis is with the Dodgers.
It's Eric Young. Let's just try.
Maury, it's Maury.
Maury. I thought he was a Giant. That's why I didn't pick him.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, Kershaw was there for 1 year. That's what it is. He went, 1 year. Thought he went.
Dodger was the very first MVP of the World Series.
Very first World Series MVP.
I'd say Campanella or Padres or Newcomb.
Campanella.
Oh.
No. Newcomb then. No.
Johnny Padre.
No, Johnny. No, nobody gets that.
Which Dodger holds a record for career home runs? Gil Hodges?
Addy?
Jackie Robinson.
No, I would say Duke Snyder or Eric Karros.
Yeah.
I want to say Duke Snyder.
Okay, we'll go Duke.
Oh, I was wrong.
This is all Hershiser.
We're not doing any Yankees on right now. It's just Dodgers, huh?
Shortstop. He was a shortstop.
Shortstop.
Yeah. He was shortstop.
Yeah.
Smokey. I'm going to say Walter Alston.
Smokey.
That should be your favorite manager of all time.
Manny.
Yep. That's my dog's name. Smokey.
Smokey.
Does he
Who did the Dodgers play their first regular season home game at Ebbets Field?
Yankees.
Well, did they play interleague game? Back then?
No.
Maybe
It'll be the Braves then.
Pirates of Phillies, too.
Braves.
You guys got an answer?
No.
Nope.
Hell yeah, Clancy. Landon had it.
Braves and Phillies?
What the fuck? Giancarlo Stanton leading off the 7th to the Yankees in his 3-3 tie. Let's see if he can go deep.
Where you at, Clancy?
We want to take a guess here? I would say I don't think it's the Yankees.
I said Braves. Let's go Braves.
No,
Braves wrong. Philly. Yeah.
See, Murdog was right. Which round did Ted Sizemore get picked National League Rookie of the Year?
Oh, it's got to be the last.
Second
Last
round.
round?
Oh, third round. Third round. Sorry, third round.
1-5.
Which one are we going with? Mets, we got a third round, we got a 15th round. What do you think, Mets?
Third.
Third? All right, let's try third. No, let's go 15.
Oh, 15th round. Wow.
Damn it.
Let's get into that. That's what you didn't think of.
Why is he put Rick Garrett in the 7th? He's an 8th inning arm, Mendoza.
What the heck?
What the hell?
Oh,
You're darn tootin'.
that's the trivia.
All right.
This is why you don't put
Oh,
Garrett
yeah.
in a spot where he's not comfortable. He doesn't pitch
Maybe we
7th.
can get,
Mendoza,
maybe we can get Yankees.
If you had put in Brazabon or Garza, then that would have been fine. But no, you went to effing Garrett.
Okay. Let's see.
And now it's 3-2 Philadelphia because you went for young pitcher again. Carlos Mendoza has to die.
John Carlos Stanton strikes out. It's going to bring up Anthony Volpe after Dominguez popped up.
So let's talk about Juan Soto. How many people in here are worried about Juan Soto being all he can be now in the Mets?
Matter of time.
He started doing the shuffle again, huh? Now he's hitting.
He did that little shuffle, and then he's like, no, I'm not on pinstripes anymore.
Now Garrett's confidence is shaken after that bad decision on Tuesday. Why is Mendoza just gambling away these games to piss me off?
See, the Mets is saying that because he knows that Soto would rather be in pinstripes, and Steinbrenner offer him a luxury suit. Steinbrenner asked for security. Steinbrenner only gave him $760 million offer. You know what I mean?
He went where he wanted to go. You'll never convince me that his mother.
But I heard his mother wanted him to go there. Everybody else wanted him to go to the Yankees, but his mother had the last say.
I
don't think his mother dictated which team his son's going to play.
They said his mother had the last say because his cousins, everybody else.
Who said that, though? Like, who started that? Like, who said that?
I think his mother might have wanted the Mets, but I don't think that. I'm not saying the mother did not want him to be a Met. I'm saying he did not make the choice because his mother wanted that.
I'm just talking about who kicked out a chef at Yankee Stadium. Why would any security member kick out a chef in Yankee Stadium? Are you trying to cook or something?
Those are you gambling?
I don't get that. Why would they kick out a chef or whatever?
I think the security did not know who his family was and was like, "What are you doing here?"
I don't get it. Like, was he cooking inside the suite or something like that? I don't understand.
I don't know. We'll wait for Mets to get through his mental breakdown that he's currently going through.
He's going through a mental breakdown. I'm telling you, the Phillies are
the Mets tied it up, but Philly scored another run to
Phillies are going to be up in the division this weekend.
They're tied. If Philly wins, they're in first.
Yep, Philly's going to be up in the division. That's why he's on a breakdown. They can't win a game.
Speaking of the NL East, the Dodgers play the Nationals today.
Get out.
Oh, here we go. See?
What happened, Mets?
He's just going to do this to rub this in my face. You know what? He can go F himself.
Uh-oh.
Rub what?
Mets, I'm rubbing your face?
Rub what's happening right now in my face.
Who is? Me? Me?
How about you just go put your damn face in a meat grinder and leave me alone?
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. I didn't mean to, buddy. I apologize.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hey, Matt, at least I apologize, buddy. At least I apologize. I went up to it, right?
Mets, he apologized.
Apology not accepted.
Not accepted.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Well,
it was a sincere apology too, Murdoch.
I bet. What I'm sure. What if you sang him a song?
What song you want me to sing?
Mets, would that do it?
Da 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 da. Oh, that's the wrong song. Sorry.
Start spreading the news.
Yeah, that's the Yankees.
Start
Sing OMG.
the
Sing Oh My God to him.
Mets is angry today.
Sing OMG.
It's because the Phillies are beating
St. Bernard's in worse than I am,
Mets.
Matt.
If they can lose a game, they'll lose it every game.
If it makes you feel better, the Dodgers are going to push the Nationals further down the standings today.
Yeah.
There you go.
The Mets will be fine.
Mets are going to be fine. They got Soto. Soto is the superstar.
So Cohen repents for the crime last week. And Mendoza is giving a shot collar every time he gambles. And I'm the one hitting the button frying his ass.
So Donnie, Mets believes that the team, the Mets, are getting karma because they honored the LGBTQ community during a game.
National anthem.
What? Really?
Yeah, it was. It's not that they honored LGBT.
They recognize it.
No, it's because instead of the national anthem and the flag, they replaced the American flag with the GPM flag. That's why.
Matt, come on.
Not that they did it in general. That they took away the old glory.
Was that on Friday the 13th or something, or what? What's going on?
It was Gay Pride Night. It was Gay Pride Night.
I know. It's like, what? No, that didn't jinx you guys at all.
And they did giveaways too. They gave away a tank top with the Mets logo on it, but it was like rainbow colored. Yeah.
Mets, you want that tank top? You want us to send you one?
I'm gonna burn that damn thing.
Nate got one.
I'm sure Nate did.
Yeah, he went to go grab one.
No, Mendoza, you decided to put in Garza. What was the point of gambling on Garrett in the seventh? Garza went in the
I feel so bad we all missed all of that. I think
you're robbed.
Weaver gives up a home run to Urias, so the Yankees are now down 4-3. Judge jumped, hit the wall, but there was no way for him to rob that.
Judge, what? 6'7", 6'8", something like that.
I think so. Yeah.
We are in the eighth inning.
Needs to be disciplined like the
Top
dog.
it.
If he's not gonna fix his gambling habit willingly, someone has to force it on him.
Well, the Yankees get victimized by a Yankee Stadium home run. Just barely made it into the right field seats, but the Lord taketh, the Lord giveth away. You live and die. You live on the Yankee Stadium homer. You could die by it too.
Give me a shot collar. I will fly my ass up to Philadelphia, strap it around his neck as tight as I can with the remote, and then kick the button over and over and over and over again until he gets the damn message.
Matt, that's what even out Bryce Harper. There's no Bryce Harper either, right?
Right.
Whose head needs to roll, Mets?
More so Mendoza's for this BS gambling. When we fired Buck, I want someone who was not going to be a gambler.
Hell yeah.
Is it too much ask to give me a manager who is cautious, not reckless, but more logical?
Yeah, Mets, keep going.
Is it too much ask to give me a manager who does not have a damn gambling addiction? Is it too much to ask that the manager does something that doesn't push me to the point of wanting to kill them?
We don't advocate murders here on the Jet Stream, by the way.
Don't do that.
Rick Kent in the house. What's up, Rick? Who is this Addison on screen?
Hell yeah.
John Wick.
You know damn well.
West Coast Avenger.
There it is right there.
But answer me.
It's great seeing Rick can't throw this up.
For me, it's a man,
He does?
a manager who does not gamble away
I can't do
games
that
like
with my
this.
fingers. What'd you
Because
do, this?
it's a hubristic pile of crap.
All right. So, I can't do those fingers. I can't do that without doing this. Wait, so you went that?
You have to go right hand too. Right hand. Just do it with the right hand.
I'd have to. Oh, you have to do it the right. Oh, wow,
Yeah.
that's hard. I don't have that control.
Heck yeah, Rick. Hell yeah.
Okay, middle finger on top. So
Yeah, because then the speed wouldn't go the right way.
Like,
The
I
speed
can't
wouldn't
do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it with my right hand. It won't go. I feel like I force. I'm going to break it. I can only do it with the left. Can't do it with the right.
Just answer the question, guys. Am I wrong to demand that kind of manager? Someone who will be cautious, someone who will not overanalyze everything and gamble a game away, and someone who will be logical to realize when he's in the and admit to his own shortcomings.
Well, you need a coach like Aaron Boone, then you'd be fine.
Yeah, Rick Kent's a Mets fan too. Rick Kent, how do you feel about your current manager and who, if anyone else?
And Rick Kent says he's throwing the West Coast Avenger sign back to you, but you can see it.
Rick Kent's a Mets fan too, Mets. So I'm sure he might understand you.
Right?
You have to live on the West Coast to be able to do it. Okay, because I sure shit can't. So my girlfriend does the craziest thing. She could take these two fingers and ride them down the middle of her middle finger with both hands. I'm sitting there trying to do it like this. I'm like, it's our son can do it too.
A little dialogue between Mets fans now.
He's okay, but the bullpen is worn out.
Well, we could say that about the Yankee bullpen too. We got Weaver coming back now,
and he just promptly gave up a go-ahead home run right off the IL. And here comes the pitching coach.
Oh yeah, is Senga still hurt, right, Mets?
Yes.
Damn. Didn't you guys just get Maeda back?
Mania, no, he's still in the minor.
Mania, there you go, yeah, Mania. Oh damn. Yeah, I feel you. We have like 14, 15, 16 pitchers that are out. Wild.
Now this game is in the coffin. All because Mendoza once again went to gamble. If these were real, I would rip his head clean off, or better yet, make him face his worst damn fears.
Who's Frankie Montas or Montas?
He's a crappy pitcher who's had a shoulder issue with the Yankees last year, and now the Mets got him. And he's been horrible in rehab.
Yeah.
Rick says Senga's hurt. Yes, Kodai Senga. And Frankie Montas will be back Monday, but he sucks. He was good with the A's for a little bit, and the Yankees traded prospects for him, and he wasn't good at all. And then he was hurt. Yeah, Weaver gives up another hit. First and second one down here in the eighth. He wants to know, why is this guy screaming about a game in June? I say that often myself, Rick. I say it all the time. It's just the middle of June. Relax. But
Mets is in playoff mode all the time.
Mets is in playoff mode in spring training. He's in playoff mode.
Don't give a rat's ass for spring training.
Opening day.
Uncle DJ's back. Murdoch, Mets, Addison, Donnie Baseball. What the F? Tied, and then Weaver gave up a home run. Ever since Mets flew that giant pride flag, the Mets has won.
They haven't won even before that, DJ.
Oh.
DJ.
All because of Mendoza's moronic gambling. You want me to
Hey.
make worse fears of being pink slipped, or just rip into pieces with this?
Here you go.
Gambling's okay if you have someone to blame it on. Hell yeah.
And this is for Uncle DJ.
Right, Jet.
Which one should I hit?
There you go.
Those away.
Right, DJ.
Which one should I hit him with?
Both.
Which one first? Rage or fear?
Well, who are you trying to hit with?
Mendoza. If these were real,
Oh, it's got to be the rage. It's got to be rage.
Hit him with the blood. Oh yeah.
So what? Imagine a shock collar around his neck, and then make myself a remote, and then hit the button constantly.
And Matt, Mendoza loves being an ex-Yankee too. Mendoza loves them pinstripes too. He was wearing. Maybe.
You want me to do the same to you, Donnie? Then shut up.
Matt, I'm just joking, buddy.
I just saw Caputo jumped in backstage, and then
Caputo, come on, bring Caputo on with us.
He came in, and then he left.
Wow.
Caputo, what's up?
Caputo. Let's talk.
Come on back now. You hear? You darn tootin'.
He's not going to threaten everybody about beating him up and stuff and laying him on the ground right tonight, right?
No, I think that ship is sailed.
The other night he threatened everybody to beat him in the ground, and we were all talking Caputo. It's all nice and games here, man. We all joke around with each other. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Rick Cat. Look what Rick Cat put. Hell yeah, he is. Remember what he said the other night?
Caputo stalking.
Now he's stalking you, Donnie.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
see what I
Rick Cat.
mean?
I remember that. He's like, oh, this guy Donnie follows me everywhere. He's a
He's like,
stalker.
he's not brother. You're so murdered. Murder's like, he's been on a lot of times now. He's like, I loved it when Murder said that.
Yeah, I remember seeing you on it before. That was my first time ever seeing Caputo on here, and it was a great episode.
Ever.
It was.
Nate's like murder, no offense, but this is your best show.
Yeah. Let's let Caputo on. Come on. Let's all talk.
Yeah, Caputo. Where you at, man? Come hang out.
Caputo, the homies are asking for you.
Yeah, man. We're boys now. We all came to an understanding afterwards that you're not going to make threats on the internet to people you don't know. So come on now. Come on back.
The Yankees are losing late in the game, so it is Caputo time.
Oh, yeah. This is when he's at his full strength when the Yankees are losing late in the game.
That's when his lantern ring is fully charged.
Yeah,
sure.
his is a rage one. He's got the red one. Hell yeah.
I've also got the yellow one on.
You got a blue lantern one? Blue lantern.
You're
blue
questioning that?
Hell yeah.
He's not a green lantern yet. It's the blue lantern.
Blue lantern, baby. Hell yeah.
Why don't you just wear all the rings at once, like Thanos?
Because then you'd be a white lantern. You'd be a white lantern at that point.
Mets can tell you what all the lanterns represent too, all the colors. What I know is what is green is willpower, right? The will.
Yeah, yellow is
red
fear.
Is greed, yellow is fear.
Orange is greed.
Orange is greed, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the oath is what's mine is mine, and mine, and mine, and mine, and mine, not yours.
Matt, you need that Thor hat on. That Thor hat.
What is blue?
Oh,
it's light. Hope.
Okay. Blue is hope. Is pink compassion or love?
Violet is love. Indigo is compassion.
Indigo is passion. What's indigo? Is that like a purple?
And there's white and black as well.
This is compassion, not passion.
Blue. Oh, that's indigo.
Yes.
That's indigo. So that's a darker blue. It's like blue and purplish. That's compassion. Okay. Landon says, "Oh, man, I hope we get to come back. This is horrible." Yeah, down one in the eighth. It's not over yet. Gunnar Henderson is.
Even if I were to kill Mendoza, this would slip right on him, and he'd be a damn zombie killing the whole team. Literally.
What's black represent?
Death.
Death.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh,
DJ said Buffalo Bills. There's no chant. There's no BILLS chant. That's not a thing. Purple is royal. Is that true, Mets?
I don't care.
Stay, Rick. Purple is royal.
I'd love to continue to watch the show, but I have to eat dinner later. See you later, Rick. Thanks for popping in. We got eggplant rollatini tonight. Tell you, whenever my brother comes to visit, it's like a week long of chefing it up.
Or hell, give me a notebook. I'll write his name, Mendoza's name down, and then he could drop dead in the dugout for all I care.
Oh, wow. Jason Dominguez can't get it. Henderson comes in with a pinch hit single.
Yep, and there's going to be a Green Lantern in the new Superman movie. Guy Gardner is going to be in the new Superman movie.
In the meantime, there's a perfect game watch going on in Minnesota.
Oh, perfect game in Minnesota.
3-0 Milwaukee. It's their rookie pitcher. Mizorowski.
Yankees.
What are you doing, Lance?
He's down 5-3. Landon says orange could also mean courage. Black is demonic spirits and demon rage.
No, it's not. We're talking about Lantern Corps from DC, not what the color makes you feel. He's like saying what the color makes him feel or something like that. Or represents in life. Not.
Oh wow. I didn't know. Yes, purple is historically a royalty color.
I like it. I don't love it. 150. Yes, done. 150,000 bucks.
Red is love, anger, green is wealth.
Yeah, he's reading too much into it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now the flicking Yankees are behind 5-3. Yep. Bad news. Nick says, Addy, how dark is it in Cali? 7 p.m. Just curious.
It's this dark. Hold on.
Wow. That's so nice. You know, 9:30 at night in Germany, just like yours right now. 9:30. Talking about your spirit color that comes from God. My bad. Okay. And the Yankees get out of the inning, throwing back to third base. Guy gets a base hit. Guy rounds third base. Yankees throw him out trying to get back. So they get out of the inning, but they do give up 2 runs. So the Orioles take a 5-3 lead. In the 8th, the Yankees got Wells, LeMahieu, then back to the top of the order. So they will have an opportunity to come back. Check the out-of-town scoreboard. Oh, Jesus. Let me see this. Hey, Mets. So now it is currently 8-2 Philadelphia over the Mets.
I'm ready to kill you. You're gambling up a wall for this bastard. Why can't you get it through your damn skull? Pitcher gambling does not win games.
Figured that was going to happen. Milwaukee beating Minnesota 3-0. Perfect game still intact. Top 7. Tampa Bay's beating Detroit 9-5 in the 6th. Colorado winning 7-6 in Arizona, or against Arizona. That's in the 4th inning. Houston 2-0 over the Angels. Just getting started. Kansas City up on San Diego. That helps you, Addy. 1-0.
Atlanta lost to Miami 6-2.
F San Diego. Do what Ron Burgundy said when he read the last part of the teleprompter.
Go after yourself, San Diego.
Yeah.
Nikki says, love Addy opening his closed drapes while having sunglasses on. Style, bro. Style. Bro, I get it. Take it deep. Puff, puff, pass.
Hey, yo. I'm not taking anything deep, Nick. All right?
Oh, shit.
No Diddy.
I'll get my check.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
I'll do after.
Yeah, twice.
I'm down. I'll fix it again.
Mosquitoes are coming in. I just killed 3. So I got the bug now.
Oh, he thinks I'm roots around. No way. Well, fits one to the warning track and it's going to be caught.
If you're wondering the context of what I said earlier about getting a notebook, writing his name in it and making him drop dead, Murdoch.
Yeah.
That's my
I'll
dick.
send you the link in the private chat. I wish.
Are you mad at me, Matt? Matt, are you mad at me, buddy?
Yes and no. And I wish these, what I'm about to send in the private chat, I wish these were more than just cosplay props.
Matt, I apologize if I took it wrong, buddy. Irritated you. I'm sorry.
I can't open that right now. Hold on. I will. Hold on. Let me save it.
Oh. It's called a Death Note.
Hey,
It's a Japanese manga.
I'm apologizing and trying to make amends, right?
Fine. You're forgiven. But never mock me like that again.
Did I mock you?
Yeah, you push the button.
Okay, I'm sorry I pushed a button. I'm sorry. Tell me what button not to push again. What did I say?
I like how the Mets were doing, even though I've openly stated that I would disown this team if every one of them were gay.
Who said that, though?
Wow, what a great play by the second baseman.
Who said that? I didn't say that.
Man, Goldschmidt had a smash up the middle. What a play by
Wait. Who said that? I didn't say that.
I said I would disown the team even if every single one of them were gay.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh, you did. I would say I didn't say that.
And he don't lie. He says while deep throating a thing. Oh my God.
Get off my dick, Nick. What the fuck?
Oh, what the fuck?
I like to quote Bobby at midnight. Get off my dick. Thank you.
Bobby says that now?
Yeah.
That's what Bobby says now?
John Ratcliffe says, I sent you something funny on Discord. Enjoy. I will never watch that. That would have been a punishment that I would have to watch that. Probably send me the last 4 outs of the Red Sox World Series.
Ratcliffe would have, though.
I ain't watching that celebration.
Be more specific, John. Which World Series?
Dude, what the F, guys? What the hell's going on over here?
I don't know.
So first off, Addy, first off, the message that Murdoch was reading was like 5 minutes ago.
Well, he just put it on the screen like 1 minute ago.
I know. But because you were talking about, you're like, oh, I don't deep throat anything, and I was like, you were just fucking deep throating your.
Hey,
I said I don't take anything deep.
Yeah, you take that, dude. You were sucking down that vape like it owed you money.
Hey, it's taking a hit of my pen. Cool.
Oh my God, just got lightheaded.
I know Murdoch's about to put you out on the streets. Settle down, Murdoch. I know. Super chats. Super chats are hard to come by.
I'm not eligible yet. Oh man. Oh God. Oh,
what's going on over here? I go away for 5 minutes and you guys are going off the rails over here.
Uncle DJ says, have you heard from Ratcliffe? Yeah, he's in the chat. About his Dead Stockings playing in San Francisco against their former star. Heard anything from Red? I heard from Red yesterday. Caputo popped in and then didn't.
Yeah.
Before I could click him in, popped out. And Bomber was here yesterday and today. Game hasn't started. Yeah, I'm behind in chat. Yeah, so here's Nick. That was like 5 minutes ago.
That's the only reason I called in, because I feel like you got a little behind, and then Addie got a little behind. And I want to make sure Addie's all right.
Yeah.
How are you doing,
I'm great. How are you doing?
Dude, I'm doing great, man.
He's popping in, make sure everybody's like at his finest. Like he's like nitpicking that person. We can be at our finest right now.
Oh my god, jeez. How you doing over there, Mets?
It's now 10-2. I missed a Castellanos 2-run shot.
10-2. Well, it's the 8th inning. You got time. Come back.
No,
You never know.
Well, the good news is there's 162 games in the baseball season.
That's true. And you're still, even if you lose this game, you'll still be number 1 in the wild card by like what, 4.5 games as of today. It's a long season.
I'm just getting sick of Cohen's arrogance. I'm getting sick of Mendoza's gambling. Those two schmucks get their heads out of their damn asses and admit they were wrong to do what they do. And effing repent.
Repent. That's the theme of the night. Repent. Clancy says Addie is always right. Those corny jokes don't float his boat. Laughing his cheeks off.
Hey, Clancy.
Or I will go down roads I don't want to go down.
Is Clancy making the trek to Tampa this year?
I don't know. Most likely.
And yes, that includes waiting for an actual death note to work for me.
Mets, there's a lot of games. Don't worry. There's a lot for the Mets to disappoint us. So as long as we get in the show, just get it right for the last, 16?
Nick, think about it. Mendoza's moronic gambling nearly cost us a playoff spot 2 months, twice last year. Early May, he gambled almost half the games away. August, he gambled half the games away.
Right, but were they in the playoffs, or were they close to getting in the World Series?
What do I have to do to get this son of a bitch to stop gambling? Strap him down and give him the damn Ludovica treatment.
That's all the postseason is a gamble. All these guys it's just a gamble. You're betting on these guys getting hot at the right time. That's all it is. Just get in the show.
This level of reckless pitcher gambling is what nearly cost us last year.
Nah, when you get in the playoffs, it's just combining everything. How many times did the Mets, when they went to the World Series, whatever many years ago, they used all their starting pitchers in relief and everything else? It's the same thing. It's the collective unit. It's the same thing as the way I view an offensive line in football. It's a collective unit. They're gonna be able to do it. You just got to get in the show.
Well, how about proving you be in the show by not gambling and being logical?
It doesn't matter. You just need to have enough wins to get in, and then once you're in, you have your roster of 26 or I don't remember how many it is.
Yeah, 26 people. But they expanded for postseason, I believe.
Yeah, right.
I just want a manager
instead
of being a reckless dumbass who gambles every game away when we're either close or we're winning because he's a hubristic SOB from the Yankee learning tree.
Caputo. What up?
I'm good.
I gotta head out now. I just want to say hi and check in with you all.
He's right. He's right about the Mets. The Mets and the Yankees both suck. Both New York teams are embarrassing. And I think both
FTP.
Wait. Ratcliffe says Mets, Yankees, and Dodgers fans don't know shit about winning World Series lately.
Are you good?
The Yankees have won 15 years. I think we know about winning.
Oh, the Dodgers won.
The Yankees won the most all time.
Yeah, but
I mean the Mets were there 10 years ago. They didn't win, but they were there 10 years ago. And the Dodgers literally won the last World Series. So what are you talking about?
And they won in 2020, right? COVID year.
Yeah.
Still counts, no matter what they demean it.
You can't put the Yankees
current champion.
The Yankees are absolute dog shit. So
the Dodgers won it. They didn't. They bought it. They didn't win it.
That's fine because I bought some stuff that says they won it, so it's all good.
I think they won both championships.
You guys will be on for a while tonight, Murdo. I'm gonna go shave my head, trim this, and when I come back, I'm gonna be refreshed, and we're gonna go on.
Do it now. Do it right here.
I gotta go in the bathroom. I'm gonna cut it all. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna post it. We're gonna go on win streak.
Do a live shaving.
I feel you,
Yeah.
man, bro.
Take your phone with you. You can take your phone.
I'll take my phone with me too when I'm shaving.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yep.
Nate in the house. This is the perfect remedy for a night. I just
I'm gonna
popped
shave all
my
this.
calf muscle playing back.
Cut, back. I'm gonna
Again?
Well, all New York
Who's that?
teams suck, so you can't deny that one. All New York teams are losers.
Baltimore's bringing their closer, Felix Bautista.
Can't even get over the hump, except for the Liberty, which doesn't count.
Well, what New York team is the worst is the question. Is it the Yankees, the Mets, the Giants, Jets, Rangers?
No, it's the Giants, I'd say right now.
But when I come back clean shaven and stuff, we're gonna go on a hitter streak. We're gonna roll, right? Okay.
No.
I'll come back on. It's all gonna be shaved.
There you go, Donnie.
Or maybe the Nets.
Oh, the Nets. Yeah, Nets are pretty bad too. I forgot about. I still think of them as New Jersey Nets. Damn, that's tough, Kate. Nate. I did that too, and it doesn't ever go away.
So what is this going to be now? 7 in a row, 7 losses in a row for the Mets now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good, man.
That's what the Mets beat us. Mets beat us with losing streaks. We had 6.
I could actually see. I'm telling you right now, call me crazy, but I can actually see a scenario where both the Yankees and Mets miss the playoffs this season.
It's possible, but unlikely.
I could see it. The guy on the fan called it. The guy that's the big Yankee fan, Mush, his name is. He said the Mets and Yankees are both missing the playoffs.
Yeah. I don't see it happening, but you never know. I mean, I don't see the Mets not making it, put it that way.
It's not impossible.
I can see the Yankees missing it. I can't see the Mets missing the playoffs.
But the Mets don't have they don't really have that great of a team, the Mets. I'm not going to, they don't have – their pitching is getting away with – the pitching is not as good as it shows. They're just getting the job done. But they don't have a real an elite rotation, and that's –
Well, John, now their rotation's crippled with injuries.
Yeah.
Thrown the fact that you have a gambling fool for a manager.
And their lineup is not looking good, the Mets. Their lineup looks terrible right now. I mean,
you just got to keep it rolling, dude. Just keep it rolling. I know you guys are going downhill right now, but hey, hit the brakes. You might be all right.
This is how you do it, Mike.
You got a lot of injuries.
Radcliffe says the Yankees haven't won a ring since 2009. We're aware. Mets are a lost franchise. They're getting better. And the Dodgers haven't won a ring properly since the 80s.
How did I show a picture?
Listen, they beat my team in the World Series last year, and they deserved to be the champions. They were the better team.
This guy's really
Addison shoots a photo of his stick. And
yeah, the Yankees
Photoshop your mother's throat and send it to you as a tweet.
Okay, first things first with the Yankees is you Yankee fans have to stop. You have to stop dick riding this team because they haven't won a World Series in 16 years. So stop with your 27 championships. Nobody gives a shit about the 27 rings. The Yankees have not been relevant since they last won the World Series. So can you shut the hell up about the 27 rings? Because nobody fears the Yankees. Nobody cares about the Yankees. Nobody likes New York City. It's a dump. Okay? So I don't think anybody cares about the Yankees or their fans in their front office. So win a World Series when you come back to me. That's when you could we could have a conversation when the Yankees actually win again. Because the Yankees haven't won anything since 2009. So when you actually know how to win a championship, then you can come back and talk to me. Just saying.
I like New York. I'll be there in 2 weeks, a week and a half.
Yeah, well, I don't like it.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird though. I'm only you would only root for your team if they win titles recently, or
Yeah, I like winning teams.
Yeah, me too. But I just kind of take it.
What's the football team?
I don't like any New York teams. I actually don't like it. The only team I like is the Yankees. That's it.
So you don't like
football?
I don't like any New York teams. They all stink. I picked the Giants and Rangers and Knicks, but they all suck. I don't like.
You don't like football though?
I'm not really a football fan. Just baseball, really.
Trent Grisham drills one the right warning track caught. Oh man, it would have been nice for him to get on base for Aaron Judge. That would have been nice.
But I just can't stand how these fans. This guy's telling me I don't know the Mets history, dude. They haven't won a World Series in 40 years. This is the first time you got a big superstar like Juan Soto ever in your franchise. You never got a player to this level in your whole entire franchise.
You don't think Mike Piazza was like a legendary player?
Yeah, he was great, but he's not Juan Soto. I mean, he doesn't have the numbers like Juan
He's
Soto.
one of the best hitting catchers that ever lived.
Yeah, but different positions. Piazza was
Harder to be a good hitting catcher than it is an outfielder. That's why he's more special.
Okay,
but it was a pretty big deal when they got Beltran too.
He doesn't have the on base percentage.
They got him at the end. I mean, he was good for a couple of years, but I think they got him at the end.
Delgado was dope.
Delgado was still
a Mets fan is trying to school a Yankees fan, really. Like, you guys know history. You guys haven't won a World Series in 40 years. What do you know about winning? You won 2 championships in your whole franchise, and you're trying to tell a fan that a Yankee fan that we at least we saw championships in our life, that we don't know about what winning is. Give me a break.
Nate says, study David Stern's history, Caputo. We know you don't watch the Mets games every night.
I know about the Mets history. Well, I know that they're a lousy franchise. They haven't won.
I think he's talking about the current team, and I think that comment is
terrible. They're awful.
You don't think the Mets are going to make the playoffs? I think that's what
I don't think they will. I don't think the Yankees or Mets are going to make it this year. I think they're both terrible. I put them.
They're not going to make the playoffs. Oh
I don't
man,
think they are. No, I don't think they will.
They'll both win the divisions.
I don't think they will.
Not anymore in the Mets case.
Jersey Jets and Giants. Jersey. All right, DJ.
All because Carlos Mendoza can't get out of his own way with that damn.
Sorry, Uncle DJ wrote some nonsense. So
I think they're horrible. I mean, and I'm not trying to bash, the Mets. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about your team, but they're god awful, and I think my team is god awful, and I think both teams are both in the same boat right now. How could we say that any team is? Both teams just stink.
Because one team is in first place and the other team is tied for first place. Well, they'll be a game out after.
Difference. I don't see the difference there. They're tied for first. It's not like they're 10 games
anymore.
They're going to lose. They're going to be a game back. But it's June 20th. It's June 20th.
The Yankees are not that much better than the Mets. Come on. The Mets are not much better than the Yankees. They're both kind of almost the same. It's not like the Mets are 50 games better.
Yeah, but we're talking about June 20th. We're not talking about September 20th, and we're 8 games out of the playoffs. We're in the playoffs right now. Both teams.
Yeah, this is probably the 3 best teams in baseball, dude.
The season's the Detroit's 6 games better than the
Detroit's having a good year. They're not consistently good like this.
Yeah, let's see what they do in the play. I think they'll beat the Yankees if they play them. Remember,
I didn't say you don't know the history. Read the words on the screen.
You guys going for history. The Yankees haven't won in forever, man. They're not a great team. I mean,
Nick Shine Show. What's up, Nick? Piazza, Delgado, and Beltran were better hitters. Yeah, they were. I don't know how you could exclude Piazza.
Yeah, and also another thing, with the Yankees, this team is not better than last year's team. That team had 53 wins. This team is stuck on 43 wins. I mean, so you could really throw that out the window entirely. I'm taking Juan Soto and Judge last year's lineup over this piece of crap lineup. By the way, the Yankees have 97% of their lineup are all bench players. There's nobody on this team that are everyday players besides Judge and Goldschmidt. That's it. Grissom is a bench player. Ben Rice is a bench player. Dominguez is a bench player. LeMahieu is a bench player. Who's an everyday player on this team?
Well, the best team in baseball has 48 wins right now, and you guys have 45, 44. You're not that far off from having the best record in the MLB. They're not that bad.
They already lost to the Orioles. Isn't the game over? They lost to the worst.
Just ended. Chisholm just broke out.
They suck, man. This team's in last place. How do you lose to the Orioles? They're in last place.
We lost to the Rockies too, and then
one game they lost. They didn't lose a series. They didn't lose a series though.
Didn't the Angels sweep the Dodgers?
Yeah, we got swept by the Angels this year. I wasn't tripping.
No, we lost 3 out of 4. It happens.
Yeah, we got swept by the Angels.
Okay.
Do you remember last year, Caputo? The Yankees through 50 games had one of the best records, top 20 of all time. I think they were number 18 all time for the best 50 games to start. And then they had they shit the bed June, July, and they still made the World Series.
They lost,
and I understand they have a better team last year.
But that was they had Juan Soto. They could afford to go into a slump with Soto.
The Mets were 500 at the All-Star break last year, and they made it to the NLCS.
Yeah, but I don't want the Yankees to do this like they're going to make it by the skin of their teeth type of. Who wants to go through that? We'll see. So we have to have a nail biting season where the Yankees.
Well, the last time they did that, Caputo, was 2000, and they beat the Mets in the World Series when they backed their asses into the playoffs.
This is not the same roster.
They had like 88 wins that year or something crazy like that.
Don't ever compare this to championship teams, Yankee championship teams. This team hasn't won nothing. I mean, until the Yankees win a World Series, they're going to be known as just a team that, that's struggling to win a World Series for 16 years because they don't want to put together a World Series caliber team because they have an incompetent front office and a manager and a general manager. And they don't have a great team. They have a horrible roster. They have no winning players on this team. Name me one guy who's a winning player.
This is all you, Murdoch. You're the Yankee fan here. And Nick is a Yankee fan as well.
Yeah, Yankees were the worst team in baseball last year. They were. After they had that hot start, they were like minor league team in June and into July.
Detroit's 5.
And they rebounded. They won enough earlier on
they're not rebounding
to negate that bad June, July.
Okay, make this the third straight. The Yankees are going to lose their third straight series in a row. This is not good. This is not a playoff team in my eyes.
Yeah, you're still in first. You're chilling. You're having a struggle, and you're still in first.
Okay, in first place by how many games? 2.5 games. Wow.
I don't know. You guys are still in first, though.
I know, but that's
I'm not a Yankee fan. I'm a Dodger fan. So,
I understand.
But you guys are still.
But we don't have a big lead, though. I'm saying we don't have a big lead.
What would make you happy? A 15-game lead in June 20th? Would that make you happy?
Well, obviously, I would feel more comfortable. What wouldn't you if they had a 15-game lead?
Yeah, I'd be happy, but I'm also not sweating a 2.5-game lead in June 20th either. I don't think the Yankees are going to stand back.
I mean, look at the Mets. They were in first place. They fell out of first place. And everyone's like, oh, so what? Like, the season is the playoffs.
Yeah, they have a good enough team to weather a storm. The Yankees are a good enough team to weather the storm, too.
Okay.
Neither team is better than the Dodgers, so it don't matter. But
okay, so then why are you saying the Yankees? Why are you saying the Yankees have no worries then? Like, if they fall out of first place,
it's not that I have many worries, but you guys are in first place, so you should be
said it's early.
I've said 1,000 times, this Yankee team cannot stand pat. They have to make changes. Talking trade deadline stuff, they have to make trades. I've said 1,000 times this team currently in its current iteration is not good enough to win a World Series, let alone get past the Tigers. I've said that many times too. But I'm also not worried about it on June 20th. If this was the Yankee roster on September 20th, I'd be more than you're like.
Waiting until September 20th to make a decision on whether this team is good. You make a decision.
No one is. I already said.
Really?
I already said 1,000 times that this team is not good enough.
It's already 80 games into the season. I think it's more than enough time to judge what this team is going to look like.
Not after they make some deadline moves. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but we're almost in July now. Half of the season's over. You only have 2 months left. That's it, and the season's over. That's not enough time to make a playoff.
The trade deadline is what? July 31st?
Yeah. Do you think 2.5 months is enough time to turn it around?
By August 1st, we'll know what we got.
You make it like 2.5 months is plenty of baseball season left.
You guys are on pace to win 92 to 93 games this
crazy.
Season.
With this current run.
That's a great year. 93 wins.
People say that to me. Oh, 2 months is a lot of ball. That's a lot of baseball left. 2 months is a tremendous amount of time left to make a run. No, it's not. That's peanuts. That's like crap. That's not enough. The hourglass is half full. It's not enough time to make the playoffs.
All right. So if they make deadline deals and get some extra players that are difference makers, what are you going to say then?
I don't think they're going to make any big moves. They're going to get Suarez from the Diamondbacks, who sucks.
Oh, a guy that just hits like 40 homers a year? That guy sucks?
And he bats 220.
Well, that's not different than what they got now.
No, I want 5 guys in this lineup hitting over 300. 5.
Name one team in Major League Baseball that has that.
Is that realistic? I want 5 guys in a lineup hitting
That is not realistic. Find me one team. Find me one team in Major League Baseball.
The Dodgers. I just named
the Dodgers. The Dodgers have 5 guys in their starting lineup hitting over 300?
Yeah, Will Smith. Freddie Freeman, the Japanese guy, this guy Kim Otani, and Teoscar Hernandez. Those are 5 guys for you.
All right, let's see.
Teoscar, man, hell yeah, let's go.
Otani's hitting under 300. That's number 1. Betts is hitting under 300. Smith is over 300. Hernandez is 258. By the way.
All right. Well, I thought he was
258. Pages is hitting 290. Edmonds 256.
Conforto's
168, and Enrique's at 204. Rojas is at 227. So you said there's 5 guys in their starting lineup over 300. They have 1.
No, Will Smith.
Well, Freddie Freeman's not in the lineup, so I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute, you missed the Japanese play that they acquired.
Otani?
No, there's another.
Hyun-Sung Kim.
Yeah, Hyun-Sung Kim.
Oh, Kim. Is he an everyday player?
Yeah,
No.
I think so, right?
No, every once in a while.
Just said he's not an everyday player.
Okay, but he's hitting over 300. I do know that.
Okay, so he's a bench player, but you said 5. They have 2 if you include Freddie Freeman's over 300, right?
At least, did the Yankees have any guys hitting in the lineup over hitting 300 besides Judge?
No, they have. Well, they have 2. They have Goldschmidt and Judge that are hitting over 300.
Goldschmidt's not hitting.
So they have the same amount as the Dodgers right now. Just saying.
But how people could say that last year's lineup is not that they weren't. This team is better than last year's team. How so? You had Judge and Soto. Everyone makes it like that's. I don't
think we have a better team this year than last year. Juan Soto is an elite player. Of course, you lose an elite player. The difference is we got Max Fried in the rotation. The hard part is that Garrett Cole's not 1-2 punching with him. He's out for the year.
According to social media, and I bet you these fans on here that are Yankee fans think that this lineup and this team is better than last year's team. They seem to think so.
I don't see that as being the case. But
how about we take a poll? Whoever is in here, what do you think? Who has a better? Do the Yankees have a better team last year or this year? Take a poll on that. Let's see what they vote.
That's an opinion-based thing. So sure. Nick says, we didn't lose this series yet either. Make up your damn mind with your take. You sidestep and backpedal every statement you make, Mikey.
Well, the Yankees aren't winning the World Series this year, so you can live with that.
Nate says, Nick, Caputo is such better content than you at the Nick Shine Show.
I don't know who that is.
Nick's another content creator, primarily Jets.
It covers a sport you don't like. So you probably won't watch it.
Team you don't
but
like.
You should.
It's cool.
Matt Smith in the house. Hi, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
I'm not going to judge a guy who just came back from an injury, hitting at 333. Stanton's inconsistent. He doesn't hit like that the whole
What's
season.
up, Lil Freak? Oh, yeah. I didn't say it. There you go, my girl.
I'm so proud of you, Addy.
But you have to be upset right now if you're Yankees or Mets fan.
Landon's back. Here we effing go, bro. If we can't hit nothing, if Judge don't hit, that is shitty play. Oh, yeah, we gotta get better.
Just the
Jesus,
it's the whole entire team that sucks.
Hey, Mets, go F yourself. Off. Okay.
It's not just Judge though. It's like this whole team is just that they're not fun. They're not fundamental. They don't have great fundamentals. They're not a situational hitting team. They can't play defense. Can't run the bases. They have an incompetent manager, an incompetent GM. That's the reason why you don't have a World Series for 16 years. There's your answer.
The Mets, on the other hand, their issue is they have a people-pleasing GM who would rather do a political publicity stunt on Flag Day, nonetheless.
David Stearns, I actually like, but I don't like the rest of their front office.
Nick says, "This is a great man. I don't want my Yankees succeeding during GPM."
I would take David Stearns.
That's the most masculine thing I ever said in this channel.
Throw in a reckless manager who goes out of his way to bullpen gamble games when it's not needed, instead of doing the logical setup because he was from the Aaron Boone learning tree.
And also,
youth movement that can't hit.
I do have to say this: Steve Cohen, at least Steve Cohen cares about winning. He shows you that he wants to win. He showed you getting one.
Oh, yeah. He wants to do whatever it takes.
Hal Steinbrenner does not care about winning. He cares about business. He cares about revenue. He cares about selling the stadium. That's it. He doesn't care about a championship. George Steinbrenner cared about winning.
Did I finish what I was going to say?
The kids treat us like a business. Nick Shine Show says, Murdog, how many watch hours are you away from getting monetized? Because I would pay for this guy to go away with his awful takes.
And I know people don't like to hear about
200
more
subs.
What a surprise. He's wrong again. Yeah, I know. I assumed talk to text or just typo.
As I was saying.
Well, to answer this one, I actually had like over, what do you need? You need 5,000. I had like over 8,000. And
what were you saying, Mets fan?
Hold on, I'm talking for a second. Addressing Nick's question. Yeah, I had over 8K, and then I applied, and I got rejected for the vulgarity, the constant cursing. So I had to delete like thousands of shows where it was just us talking, but all the mocks. I had to delete so many hours. I hope we deleted enough, but so for like the last like 5 weeks, 6 weeks, been trying to keep it clean, PG-13. And then I applied again after I got back to 3,000. But I'm sorry, was it 5,000? What is it? The watch hours?
4,000.
It's 4,000. Whatever it is. We were a couple thousand. We were a few thousand over it when we applied, but so we had to delete a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but
hopefully this time it works.
Sorry about that.
It's all your fault, that's really no, but we played it all. You know, all your rants that we played in between innings, and just whatever. Let's hope for the best.
Also, if the Yankees have a $300 million payroll, why is their roster so garbage? For having a payroll that high, they should have a World Series roster, and they have a terrible, terrible team. They have a team like the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's so bad. Give me a break.
Nick, now can I finish up?
Playoffs don't start tomorrow. Like,
go ahead, Mets. You got something to say?
The Mets, on the other hand, you have a manager who is so self-indulgent with his dim-witted bullpen gambling that he screws over games when it's not called for. Tonight, he puts Garrett in the 7th instead of the 8th, when that would have been something for like Garza, Brazabon. We know you used Brazabon last night, so I can understand not using him.
I think we're going to get Frank the Tank on this panel, too, so we could have me, Mets, and Frank the Tank do rants.
Who's Frank the Tank? Oh, there's another content guy. Okay.
Yeah, from Barstool.
Well, if you guys can keep your PG-13, knock yourselves out.
Oh, Frank the Tank does not. That's going to be a problem.
He's worse than me.
Oh yeah, Mets fan knows.
I think once you get monetized, I think that they don't really care as much. But getting to that point, then they're stricter.
Everything that comes out of his, you think I curse? You think I say it? Everything that comes out of his mouth is either.
Well, that's how we used to talk prior to that. Everything, all this was fine, but I ran into the problem, so gotta have to knock it off.
That would just be great. That would just be great content if Frank could come on. That would be so fun.
Yeah, it's very casual talk, not just like
Clancy thinks Ratcliffe may have had worse takes the other night than Caputo normally does, laughing his cheeks off.
But how do you deal with a self-indulgent gambling sicko like Mendoza? Do you give him the Ludovico treatment, shot collar?
Yeah, it's a bad effect.
Toxin.
You don't like
get oiled up with Matt Smith.
You don't like Mendoza?
With how bad he is a compulsive bullpen gambler, no. Pitching gambler, no. I would rather spray him with Scarecrow Spear Toxins so he can face his own aletophobia head on.
You got to wear the rage ring at all times, man.
I don't know what he's talking about. Let's answer the question correctly. I was telling you about how bad the Yankees are as an organization. I don't think it was an incorrect answer. I mean,
Nick says you're wrong again because John Carl Stanton is hitting 333.
He just came back though. You can't judge a guy who's playing 4 games.
He's got a batting average, and it's over 3 runs.
He's not going to hold the next 3 months.
You never know.
For those who don't know what aletophobia is, it's fear of imperfection, and it's usually used as an excuse to lash out against to cover up your own imperfections by projecting and lashing out at others for theirs.
Thanks for that, Mets. We are also an educational program.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for that. All right. Uncle DJ says, I'm a fan of the Yankees, but my life doesn't revolve around something I can't control. Thus, my blood pressure is under control. Relax, Pluto. Good. Thanks for the advice.
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
Clancy says, we do have a $300 million payroll, but many would argue the same thing in regards to how. Landon will come in a minute to get myself cooled off.
Anyway, guys.
Good night, Mets.
Yeah, good night. I'm going to get off like in a minute. Can't take these homers.
Michael, you were asked to name 5 stars for Dodgers, hit over 300, and you only named 4. Stop giving art-tarted answers. Well, there's only 3? We said 3, right? We looked it up?
Okay. I was right about 3.
Well, you said
Yeah,
5.
I named all the hitters. Obviously, this guy's half asleep. I named 3 hitters. What the hell he's talking about?
Well, you said there were 5. That was
I
the
thought it
problem.
was 5. Well, I thought Otani was hitting 300.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Not yet.
Not yet. Still only June 20th. He's got plenty of season. He's still got 25 homers, though. 292 with 25 homers. I'll take that.
They're about to lose a series to the last place Orioles, and they lost to the Red Sox and the Angels. They're not playing good baseball, the Yankees.
How does the other person get away with it? The Tuesday, Saturday night person. The name that doesn't get mentioned.
I already did that already. You need to get pussy.
Okay. I think he's reading ahead in the chat. Once you're monetized, I think it's easier and it's not as abundant as we were. We were like just guys in the bar, just talking normal, and it was just a bit much.
Shooting the shizzle.
I assume that's got to be the problem. Love stirring up Mets pot. Okay. Matt says, "Well, you were wrong, Ardon. Go get some poon."
Some kitty.
I already did. I got your mother's pussy. That's what I got.
Whoa! Hey! Whoa! What are you doing, huh,
Mike?
Oh! He says, "Michael, we should get a beer together."
Matthew.
I like whiskey.
Matthew's
Can you handle a whiskey or just beer? I don't know.
I prefer whiskey. I'm not a beer.
I'm sure he can get a beer and you can get a whiskey. I'm sure you don't have to drink the same thing. You just do whatever you want.
Matthew's not the one, man.
Whiskey makes Michael frisky. Is that true?
No, I like to drink whiskey. It's my choice of
Alcohol. Yeah, that's fine. But does it make you frisky?
No, it just feels good to drink whiskey. It makes me feel good.
What kind of whiskey?
I like J&B.
Okay.
J&B.
Yeah.
That's old school.
You ever see Kurt Russell drink the J&B and The Thing? John Carpenter's The Thing.
Some J-Mo.
Yeah.
I'm a J-Mo guy. J-Mo and ginger ale. Michael, are you allowed within 100 yards of a school?
Hell yeah,
whiskey goes great with ginger ale. Why would I not be 100 yards of a school?
There you go,
Matthew.
I don't get because I drink whiskey. I'm not allowed to go near a school.
No. No.
Oh, I know.
There's a certain group of people that aren't allowed near schools or where children go.
I drink at home. If I'm drinking, I don't drink and drive. I stay home when I drink.
Oh, that's smart. Keep the community safe. That's a good choice.
That is wise and what everyone out there should do if they do drink.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's what you should do. Some people, if they don't think before they act. So.
Speaking of bad driving decisions, did you hear that Shedeur Sanders they noted it once, but it's actually been 2 times already that he's been pulled over and ticketed for driving over 100 miles an hour since he got drafted?
I didn't know that.
Streets of Cleveland are empty, huh? You can go that fast out there?
Matt Smith, so you drink alone?
No, I drink with people if they come over. I drank by myself also, but I just prefer drinking at home. I don't want to drink out unless somebody's going to drive me. I'm not drinking. If I'm going to drink at a bar, I'm not driving. Someone has to drive.
If you have friends that go over and drink, do you make them stay or get a ride home?
No, they take me. They just take me back. I'm not taking my car because I'm not going to. If I drink, I'm going to drink. So I'm not going to.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. You're darn tootin'.
Yeah.
Speaking of darn
tootin'. Matt says, Shedeur finally found a way to go 101. That is great. That is great, Matt. Oh, man. If you mind, I might steal that from you. That's good.
Nice.
But I'll give you full credit. Full credit. For sure.
What up, Landon?
That is outstanding. That's very clever.
What up? You know what's up, buddy?
What's up, brother?
This is what's up.
What's up?
What happened? Oh, you're angry.
I threw my hat.
Landon's angry. Landon's angry.
I got it.
What's that?
This is my new one.
Oh, nice. I can see the top of it, but I can tell it's a Yankee hat. There you go.
So, this is my beat up hat.
I'm
yeah,
used to
I got
seeing
one
the top
too.
of a Yankee hat. I'm very used to seeing just the top of a Yankee hat. So that was very nice. Thank you, Landon. Brought me back.
Well, the Yankees.
Shout out, Bobby. I love you, Bobby.
Landon, have you met Michael Caputo?
Yeah.
Landon?
I think I saw him on once.
Yeah, Landon pops in here and there. Calling all the way from Texas, right?
Yankee suck. Yeah.
Texas Yankee fan. Love to see it. Miguel Padilla is down in Texas too.
Was that a Steelers blanket?
Yeah, it's a pennant. Or is that a towel?
My dad's.
It turns out
Your dad's? How does your dad feel about getting Aaron Rodgers?
He feels great about it. This is mine.
He's a Panthers fan.
Your dad is happy about Aaron Rodgers. That's wild.
It's a quarterback, he says.
I call out a stream of a child.
He's in his 50s, so.
I think that's what he meant. I think that's what he meant about the 100 yards.
I hope your dad is very mad after week 1, but good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah.
So how'd you become a Panthers fan, Landon?
It's good. Expecting a good year. Expect to win 12 games away. Expecting the Jets to waste win 9. I got the Jets winning. We got the Jets second in their division behind the Patriots.
Did you say? What'd you think? What'd you think the Panthers were going to go?
I said the Panthers going to win 12 games.
12-5, man.
12-5, man.
For the bomber in the house.
Oh,
12-5, man. That's a stretch for me. The Panthers going 12-5. I mean, maybe like 2 or 3 seasons combined, 12 wins. I don't think they're going to really come anywhere close. I don't think they win 8 games. I'd have to see a schedule, but I doubt it. Nice.
Murdoch, I'll be back in like 5. But
All right, if you're still here. All right, cool.
I'm using excuses for this team, and they're so bad. Wow, Frank the Tank is doing an epic rant right now. It's on YouTube. If I could send it to you if you want.
Against the Mets?
Yeah.
Oh, that's that big heavy guy, right?
Yeah.
I actually have seen some of his rants.
Yeah, he just did one. It's pretty epic.
Yeah, but you just like in general, you just get like, listen, we love these teams, we root for them, but if you live and die with every up and down, you ain't gonna make it. So it's look at Jet fans, man. How many seasons? I mean, what am I at? 42 seasons. This is my 43rd year as a fan. How many good seasons did I live through? Not many.
No.
So, but I still love the team and hope their success every year, as bad as it seems sometimes. Like,
yeah, I guess.
You know, it's great when they're having a good season, when the promise is there, and like, you have hope, legitimate reasons to feel hope. It's a nice feeling. And when it goes bad, it's like, it's upsetting, but Irish goodbye. Okay. Again. Right in the middle of a conversation, but okay, cool.
Yeah, this is my office. Don't mind the Cowboys. The Cowboys is my other brother's team. I got 2 brothers. One's a Cowboy fan, one's a Patriot fan.
Matthew in rare form tonight. His chances of winning 12 games further than this kid's got.
Bumping it made me mad today, though.
As Matt said earlier, you need to repent. Uncle DJ says, according to Strongsville police records, an officer stopped Sanders on I-71 North around just after midnight, 12:24 on June 17th. Reports he's driving 101. Okay. 41 miles over the posted speed limit. I'm on the impression this is the second time already. So I don't. You think his father would have told him, like, knock it off, but guess not. Ohio State Highway Patrol, I assume that's what OSHP means, reports Sanders was cited going 91 on June 5th in Brunswick Hills. The speed limit was 65. Oh. I had to go on my niece. Okay. All right. Pop the link in one more time. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and start wrapping it up. As far as the baseball game goes, so Yankees lose 5-3. They drop to 43-32. Baltimore improves to 33-42. Weaver gets the loss, I believe. Yeah, Luke Weaver, first day back off the injured list, gave up the solo home run. Drops to 1-2. His ERA is still 1.71, so Yankee fans relax. He'll be fine. Max Fried, though, went 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Struck out 7. His ERA is 2.05. It's outstanding. Blewett, ironically, gets the win for the Orioles. He's now 3-0. Felix Bautista with his 16th save. Yankees, though, the bats came alive to some extent. We got 10 hits, 3 runs and 10 hits. So we left a lot of runners on base. A lot of double plays were hit. We hit ourselves out of innings for sure. Well, one double play, but how many runners left in scoring position with 2 outs? Wells, Grisham, Volpe, and Chisholm. Yeah, so we left 10 guys on base. We were 3 for 13 with runners in scoring position. So you're going to have to score a bit more, boys. Landon says, Volpe didn't really make me upset. I mean, it was on Weaver tonight. Well, can't be perfect, man. The guy's he was our closer. Setup man, then closer, and now it's going to be a closer by committee. Not committee. They're going to alternate depending on the situation between Weaver and Devin Williams. So, but look, we got to get more bats. We need guys that get on base. I'm more of a on base percentage guy than a batting average guy. Don't care how you get on base, just get on base. Landon says, Judge did his part. Chisholm was questionable. Stanton had a shot. Stanton hit the ball hard multiple times again. So I'm glad that he's coming off the injured list, seeing the ball good. That's a bright spot for us. We definitely need him right now. DJ says, 2 separate times I think the Jets drafted him. DJ, don't say that. I was really praying that the Jets did not make the mistake and draft him. I just don't think he's going to be a good NFL player. I just don't. I thought he was a 3rd round pick at best anyway. Let me see what tomorrow brings. If I can get there fast enough. Shit, I should have clicked the other button. Oh, wow. Glad I checked. All right, tomorrow's game is a 105 game. Hopefully we can make that one. All right, that's it. I guess we'll wrap this up. I haven't eaten dinner yet. All right, tough loss to the Yanks, but at least we didn't get shut out. And I'm not giving up on the team, so you shouldn't either if you're a Yankee fan. We got 10 hits. Turning the corner. Everyone, thanks for stopping by, hanging out for the game. Tomorrow's a new day. Thanks to everyone who came on tonight. And make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. Adios, says Addy. My putt was bugging at my door. Yeah, I'm wrapping it up anyway. Are you wrapping up the show? Yes, sir. What time's the game tomorrow night? It's 1:05 in the afternoon. 1:05. So Landon says on the way out, born a Yankees fan, dying a Yankees fan. That's the way to be. You can't be flip-flopping fan allegiance based on, they sucked lately. So what? If you're a Jet fan, you can't say anything to a Jet fan as much as we had to endure. We are probably the most loyal fan base, and maybe that helps me with my Yankees when they're not doing good. I don't know. But as a Yankee fan and a Jet fan, I've experienced a lot of winning and I've experienced a lot of losing. So it kind of keeps me even keel. The Yankees were bad when I was a kid. The Yankees were terrible when I was like into baseball getting started. And I never lost faith. So, and then we became great. We had a dynasty and we made the playoffs how many years in a row? We haven't had a losing record since what, 1992? So that's 8, 33 years, the Yankees haven't had a losing record. I'm not worried about them. Right now, we're not good enough to win the World Series. We might not even be good enough right now to make it, but it's June 20th. We'll definitely make some changes. If we don't, then I can understand being upset. DJ salute. Landon says, I got the Steelers to back up my Panthers, but I still love both and dying loving both. Well, that's good, man. Love your teams, and that's it. Stick with them. That'll do it. Everyone, again, thanks for hanging out. See you tomorrow, 1:05 in the afternoon. Take care. Comb your hair.
Girls with the nails done.